Good evening to everyone for another show of the Blue Stand. As I'm speaking now, more news about Chelsea managers, ex-managers, and everything. As I'm speaking, there's actually uh, the board, top Orleans board, are talking with Frank Lampard. It's actually happening right now. They're having really big talks. So Frank Lampard can come in for the rest of the season and see where it goes from there till we get the right manager. That's what they're saying right now. So it's big news, massive. There was a. It's funny. Um, it wasn't funny because it was. I'm just saying it's funny because last night against Liverpool, Frank was there watching the game. He does come with Chelsea and watch Chelsea. He's a true blue. But what a coincidence. Yeah, I thought there might be something to do with this, but I think it's a good move by the board to get rid of the rest of Graham Potter's team. Who are still there. I have nothing against Bruno Sauter or his team, but Graham Potter left. They should have gone with him. But I understand Chelsea as well because they want to, make sure they don't make another massive mistake. So, at the moment, Frank Lampard hasn't come to the club. They're talking right now, but it's really advanced talks now. It looks like it's going to happen. Um, I don't mind that at all, really. Some fans, you know, they don't want Frank to come. I don't know why, because he's not here for a permanent role. He's here to take charge for the rest of the season if he comes. I'll keep saying he's here, but he's not. But it looks like it. So, yeah, Dios is very upset. Uh, he does. I don't want to say what he's saying there because he's saying a bit naughty words. Yeah, yeah. Anyway, we're going to discuss the Liverpool game, of course. The nil-nil draw against Liverpool last night. Great. It wasn't a bad performance, but the same story. We can't put the ball in the net. It's crazy. We get so many chances. Let's bring a few of them up. Um, so many chances, easy chances, really. All right, we had a goal disallowed, two goals disallowed. The first one was for offside, which I thought it was very close. I couldn't see it properly. It looked level to me. Um, and then from Carl Havertz, and then Carl Havertz's goal disallowed because he rebounded and come back. The ball came back and hit his hand, which he did hit his hand. But it was so close. It could have been 2 goals to nil. But that's not the point. The point is we should have won that game easy, at least 3-0. We had enough chances. Liverpool had 2 chances all game. We had enough to win the game. Uh, by far the better side. But we can't. Every time we get near the goal, we freeze. Our attackers, they're not confident right now. So let's hope we get that right. Um, yes, yeah, 0-0, another draw with Liverpool, as always. Uh, and Bruno Sota didn't have much to say. Great performance, he said. A lot of chances. We missed a lot of chances, but overall he was happy with the performance. He said the players gave their hearts. Well, and it was good to see N'Golo Kante back for sure. Uh, Great to see him back. He had a good game. Just bring up some images. Hold on a second. Wait, hold on. Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna count here. Great performance by him, even if we didn't win the game. He gave, our team looks different when he's playing actually. And I didn't mind the three in the midfield. Him, Enzo, and Coward. They run that midfield. Maybe it's a formation we have to carry on with. But Carl Havertz, very bad. I don't know. I love Carl Havertz, but he just can't score. This is him there. He knows he should have scored. Very bad from him. He needs to be rested. He's been playing every single game. I didn't understand why Aubameyang wasn't in the squad, and where was Decho Fofana as well, or Pulisic. Pulisic was on the bench. You could have bring him on. Bruno didn't. Bad choice. Nothing's changed much with Graham Potter and this team because it's the same team. So if we do get Frank Lampard in, I think it'd be a good idea for now. But just for now, for the end of the season, we need a top world-class manager at the club. We love Frank Lampard, ex-Chelsea legend. He tried to manage the club before. It didn't work because he's not experienced enough. And he's not a top-level manager yet. Nowhere near, but he could come in and for the atmosphere, for the fans to get up for it more. I can see that happening. And Enzo Fernandez had a very good game for me. He really played, I think, man of the match for me. Played well, passing brilliantly. So let's go to the comments, see if there's anything there. Yeah, by far, Enzo was man of the match. You can see his ratings here. He had 93 touches, successful passes, 72. Passes received from backline, 29. Possession 110. Distance 10.31. He came third. He was first, second, third. Good performance as always. He's going to get better when that when that elite manager does come eventually. Yeah. Sorry. Yeah. Where was I now? Yeah. Bobby's saying, big up, Nick. Is it true Lampard is back as interim manager? Bobby, the discussion is going on right now. Chelsea are in deep discussions now with Frank Lampard. Looks like it's going to happen. I'll see it as a good thing because, like I said, he will, get the rest of the Graham Potter team out and let Frank Lampard come with his team for now. I will take that. I don't know why some fans are really upset about Frank Lampard coming back as an interim. Don't forget, he's an interim. Yeah, I don't understand why some fans don't see the point. But everyone has an opinion, I suppose. Let me just get this out of the way. Yeah. Great point, Bobby. I think it's happening. They're actually talking now in deep talks. So I could see it happen any time now. They'll probably announce it tomorrow. Yeah. Most probably tomorrow they're going to announce it. Yeah, thanks, Bobby, for that. Big up to you. If you want to come on, you have the link. Jump on if you can. And deals as well. Jump on deals if you can. Yeah, so yeah, that's the latest news there. Today I've got tweets. I was going crazy today. All Chelsea fans going fighting with each other. Uh, someone Nagelsmann, someone Enrique. Uh, really some very bad words, harsh, hard words being was said. Twitter has gone crazy. Any little news and they make it big. Nothing's happened right now. I I advise everyone who goes on Twitter to calm down, stop posting false rumors because it's all rumors. Unless you see it from the Chelsea app, don't believe anyone. All these journalists, even rumor after rumor. Matt Law was saying Nagelsmann is more or less here. Another reporter, Enrique, is in London. All these, I don't know why they believe all these stories, but I don't believe none of them unless I see it from Chelsea website on the Chelsea FIFA by Chelsea. I don't believe anyone because it's all rumors. Anyone, I can go up there now and say Frank Lampard, it's a done deal. He's done. He's come. No, you have to be patient. All they're doing is talking right now. But it looks like it's going to happen. What I can see from all the news on TV, Sky Sports, everything. Yeah, he looks like Frank can come in as an interim. Yeah, I don't worry. I'm glad for him. It'd be nice to see him again at the bridge. Someone we know, someone who loves the club, someone with passion on that touchline, not like Graham Potter was. Him and his assistant sitting there like dummies. So it'd be nice to see someone actually doing something. Yeah. Uh, welcome, Frank. If you're coming, just come, please. Yeah. uh, yeah. Let's go back to what we said about the Liverpool game. We should have won easy. We didn't. We can't score lately. It's unbelievable. We had 39 goal attempts with a game against Villa and against Liverpool, and we can't score one goal. That's how bad it is. Yeah, we definitely we need a striker in the summer, proper number 9. We do need that. Um, yeah, there were some results yesterday as well. Other games, Leicester uh, 1, Aston Villa 2, Bournemouth nil, Brighton 2, Leeds 2, Forest 1. Yeah, it was good for Leeds. They were losing 1-0. They came back and won 2-1. Bournemouth are back down there. I will go through the table in a minute. Leicester as well. I think it was 1-1. Then Aston Villa 1, and Aston Villa are really playing well under Emery. He's got them going. Same players like Gerard had, sorry, and but he's got them going. He's a good manager. That's what we need right now. Um, yeah, it's a lot of talk still going on with Lampard. I will give you the latest news as I get it. Nothing's been confirmed yet. Right. Yeah, let's go back here. Yeah, so tonight there's 2 games tonight. West Ham against Newcastle and Man United against Brentford. Should be interesting. Uh, yeah, just reading something. Yeah, so let's go through the table, see what's going on. All right. Um, Yeah, here we are. So at the moment, as it stands, Arsenal still on 72 points, played 29 games. And Man City following them, they got 64 points, but have a game in hand over Arsenal. So, it's out of these two for sure. Newcastle still in third place, 50 points, 27 games played. Tottenham are fourth still, 50 points, and 29 games played. So Man United and Newcastle have 2 games over Tottenham, and they all got 50 points. So, I can't see Tottenham finishing top 4. I can see Newcastle, it could be United, or it's out of Newcastle. I think Newcastle will finish third and United fourth, or the other way around. It's very close. It depends. Let's see. If Newcastle wins tonight against West Ham, I think it's massive for them. And Man United have to beat Brentford as well. So any surprises there, if West Ham or Brentford win, it's going to be bad for the other team. Yeah. Then we have in 6th place Brighton going really well on 46 points. Villa 7th, 44 points. Liverpool are 8th with 43 points. Then we have Brentford 9th, 43 points. Fulham, they have 39 points. And they're in 10th. And us, well, here's Chelsea now. We're still 11th. Really bad. 11th place. 38 points. It's no good at all. Yeah. Yeah, so we're in 11th. 39 points. So more or less we need 1 more point to be safe from relegation. I can't remember the last time I said that. And Chelsea all the way down 11th. And we have Wolves next, which won't be easy. Wolves are still they're not safe yet. But we'll come to the Wolves game on Friday. We're going to do the Wolves preview probably on Friday. So yeah, then we have Crystal Palace 12 on 30 points. Leeds 29 points. Wolves, like I said, 28 points. West Ham 27. And I lost it now. Hold on, sorry. Yeah, so West Ham played 15th place, played 27 points. Everton in 16th place. They played 29. They've got 27 points as well. There's a lot of class. You've got West Ham, Everton, Nottingham Forest, and Bournemouth on 27 points. So it's really close down there. Then you have Leicester, 25 points, and rock bottom Southampton, 23. It's very tight. You can choose who goes down, really, from all the way from, say, I think Palace are safe. They're not safe, but I think they are. You can choose from, even Palace from 12th position to the bottom, to 3rd place Bournemouth. It's a massive battle, yeah. Yeah. Let's read a few comments here. Hold on, something coming up. Yeah, big up to you. Big up JP, the Added Time podcast. JP saying, it's a strange sight to see our Chelsea FC in this level of shambles. I know the narrative is going to be it was players losing the matches and made a mistake. Sacking Graham Potter. He was nowhere ready. Yeah, absolutely agree, 100%. And now we're trying to bring Frank Lampard in, JP. they're in talks with Frank Lampard, trying to bring him in for the rest of the season right now. Could be confirmed tomorrow. It looks like that is going to happen. Yeah. Thanks for that. Yeah, so all my panelists are busy on Twitter right now. They're all on Spaces. That's why no one's here. It's only me. Yeah, but good luck to them. Let me see if anyone's coming here. Does it? Yeah, looks like they're all busy on Twitter. I can see they're all talking on Twitter. Yeah, so never mind. We have an early show tonight if they don't come. Yeah, so yeah, so yeah. Let's see what my friend JT is saying. JP, sorry. Nick, what's your prediction on the new managers? Yeah, it looks like we're talking to a lot of people. I won't say it's going to be Nagelsmann or Enrique right now, but I think they're the two we're in talks with mostly. But they are considering other managers. That's why they want to bring Frank Lampard here. They want to bring Frank Lampard in just to get Graham Potter's team out and to the rest of the season. So and they can choose. They don't have to rush. They can go and talk to everyone and then decide, which is what this is what I want. I don't want them to rush and get a manager now, permanent manager. Bring in Frank, yes. Then we go on from there. Next summer, we can appoint a new elite manager. Yeah. For me, if it's not, I know everyone knows I want Jose Mourinho back. People will think it's funny. It's not funny. He's still one of the best in the world. But it looks like Enrique has been in talks as well. But if not Jose, I will say I'll take Enrique over Nagelsmann. For the reason why is Enrique is more experienced. He will handle these young players of us much better than a Nagelsmann for me. And yeah, that's what I would say with that. Let's see what you're saying here. Lamps JT, I think Trim will be interesting. Yes, it would. I think Lampard is going to happen. It's an advanced talks now. I can see so I think we're going to hear tomorrow. He's our new interim manager. I don't know about JT if he's going to come with him. We're going to see, but let's see what happens. That'd be great if he does. Yeah. So that's the latest news we have from there. And people do subscribe to the Added Time podcast. He has his own channel, great channel, great content. He's not doing much now because I think it's because it's Ramadan. If I'm right, JP, let us know on the comments. So also do go and subscribe to his channel as well if you haven't. So like I said, we're waiting. Should be kicks. West Ham, Newcastle kicking off at 8 o'clock, I think, and United Brentford. I'm just looking at the news, see what's going on. Lampard, it's just said he managed us for 18 months before being sacked. Yeah, we're not there. Yeah. There's just nothing's come concrete yet. They're still in talks, in deep talks, they say now. So, it looks like it's going to happen. Yeah, I'm all for that, really. Yeah, so yeah, we talked about the Liverpool game. Was we can do? I was waiting for everyone to come, so we do the give our ratings for the players. I will do that anyway. If JP, you can do it with me on the chat, or anyone else in the chat. Yeah, give us your ratings. We start off with Kepa. For me, didn't have a bad game. He had to do one really good save. He got the save. Yeah, I will give Kepa 7 out of 10. Yeah. JP, if you want to put your marks, put them in. Then we go Fofana. For me, had a great game. Coming back from injury, had a great game. For me, I'll give Fofana a 7.5. Koulibaly, some passing wasn't accurate. He could do better with his passing. But at the back, he defended well. But I'll give him a 6.5. Yeah, Cucurella improved a lot from after the Villa game. Villa game, he was really bad, had made so many mistakes. It cost us the goal. But he was better yesterday. Cucurella will give 6.5. No, I'll give him 7, actually. 7. Rhys James tried his best, as always. He's strong. No one can push him around. Rhys gets 7. He could have done a lot better as well, but these players are just coming back. Fofana, James, they're just coming back from big injuries as well. James, I'll give him 7. Chilwell on the left wing back position. Again, I'll give him the same as James. Nothing special, but he deserves a 7. Yeah, 7. And we go to Kovacic. Kova, the captain, should have scored. What a chance. The best chance of the game had to fall to Kova. And we know when he scores, it has to be spectacular. And all he had to do is steady himself. And, he should have scored. We should have won this game, but we didn't. Kova should have done a lot better with that opportunity, but his midfield play was good. So I'll give him 7 as well. Kanté just come back from his first game back since what was it, last April, if I'm right. He was great. It was great to see. It makes a difference. Getting tap, breaking the play down, moving with the ball like he does. It's unbelievable. Yeah, he's still all right. I still think he's our best player at the club still, with Thiago Silva, of course. Yeah, so Kanté for me gets 8. Yeah, 8, easy, 8. And I'll give him 8.5 actually. I said 8.5 because I'm going to give Enzo a 9. Enzo for me was man of the match. Passing accuracy, he didn't do a thing wrong. I don't blame him for not scoring, of course, but he had one shot, very close. He was unlucky, but for me he was man of the match. Yeah, I'll just finish here 1 second, deals, because I started the ratings. I might as well
Nick,
finish.
I'm angry, bro. I'm
Yeah,
angry.
hold on. Yeah, so Enzo for me, man of the match. I'll give him 9. I'll come to Felix. Felix had a great game. The only thing is, he wants to dribble right to that goal line. He should have, dribble, go past 1, 2, then shoot. Great play. He had great positions, great play from him. Everything apart from scoring. All he needs is a goal. He should have had one as well yesterday. Um, I have to give him 7.5. Carl Havertz missed so many chances. Overall play wasn't bad, but he gets into great positions but can't score. He said it himself. He's down on confidence. So I can't give him that much. Really, 6.5. I think is fair. Yeah, and uh, and Bruno, the interim manager for yesterday, because we could have someone else for Wolves, as I was saying. Yeah, so have Bruno will get, I don't know, give him a 6 average performance on the line, but it doesn't look like he's going to be here long. Frank Lampard right now is deep talks going on. Looks like he's going to be our new interim manager. Yeah, so with that, I'll go to Deals. Welcome, Deals. Deals.
Yeah, big up, Nick. Big up. How are you?
Yeah, I'm glad. I said everyone's busy on Twitter, so that's why it's only me here. Now it's
Yeah,
you as
everyone
well.
busy. Everyone busy on Twitter, man. They're talking about the situation.
Yeah, but the situation
To
is
be fair,
nothing.
yeah.
Yeah, I don't know
To
why
be fair,
you're
yeah.
so
I'm
upset.
angry. I'm angry.
Why? All right,
I'm angry.
explain to
I'm
me.
angry
Explain why, please.
because the fact that I'm angry. The fact that we've got to go. We got to go into a Madrid game
Yeah,
with with a club legend, and like, respectfully, I know like Lampard is a good player. He's a good player. Like he's as a player, he's a legend. Yeah,
yeah, of
but
course.
as a coach, he's not that great. And tactically, if we're gonna win that game against Madrid now, we're not gonna win by tactics. I thought that we're gonna bring an elite gaffer in and we'll do something against
Mhm.
Madrid. That's how a proper team does stuff.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
yeah, I know what.
No, no,
Yeah,
but bro, no. Respectfully, yeah. How did we win the Champions League last time? Yeah, we won it through Tuchel. Yeah, tactics.
yeah,
We didn't
yeah,
win it. We didn't win it. We didn't win it by manager Lampard. If Lampard comes in, right, Lampard hasn't got the same tactics as Tuchel,
oh
right?
yeah,
He
yeah.
he's not elite coach. That's what I'm trying to say.
Oh
He's
yeah,
not
we
elite
know
coach.
he's not. Yeah, but Deals, don't forget, we know he's not. He knows himself he's not. They ask you, is in. It looks like it's going to happen now. They're saying it looks.
It's gonna happen. It's gonna
Yeah, it's
happen.
happening. Yeah, it's happening. Probably be announced
Yeah, it's
tomorrow.
happening. It's
But
been announced.
anyway, look. Yeah, let me say. I don't know why you're upset. You're upset for nothing. Frank Lampard. God, it's gone. I lost Deals. Never mind. Yeah. Anyway, yeah. So it looks it's going to happen. He's back again. Uh, yeah. Um, yeah. Let me. So yeah, Deals. Are you back?
Yeah, I'm back. I'm back.
All right. Yeah.
Sorry
Let
about
me
that.
just explain something because I don't think you understand. You know, look, Frank Lampard is he's come in because he loves the club, but he's not working right now. He's free. We saw. I had a feeling when I saw him yesterday. He was watching the game so carefully. I thought, oh, that's what's going on. But I didn't say nothing because I wasn't sure. But
Yep.
it looks like, we were saying before Bruno took over, we were saying bring John Terry as interim, bring
Yeah, but this is a
this one,
mess.
that
This
one.
ownership's a mess, Nick.
Wait. No, it's not. Forget it. The ownership made mistakes and they know it. They sacked Tuku, they know it. But massive mistake because there was no one to advise Bowley, don't forget. That happened. Then they brought in that Graham Potter and his team. Another mistake. They realized they got rid of Potter. Now his team is still here at Chelsea. The only way they're going to get them all out is to bring Frank Lampard in with his team, hopefully with John Terry, I hope,
But
and
why can't Elite
wait,
Gaffer join now, Nick? Why can't Elite
wait a
Gaffer
minute. Let
join
me I'll
now?
explain if you let me. Wait a minute. Don't interrupt. Look, Frank Lampard will come in so that Bruno and his friends can all go. That's a good thing. What they decided to do. That's very good. Frank Lampard, don't forget, he's only coming to be an interim, and will give us time so they can talk to every manager. Do you know? Imagine if they just go and
I
get
don't like the
negotiate.
sound of it, Nick.
Wait.
I don't like the sound of it.
No, because you don't understand. Look, you want
Do
Chelsea to go.
understand, Nick? I
No,
do
wait, let me
understand.
talk.
I'm not
Wait,
stupid.
Deals, listen, man. Well, I won't interrupt you, and let me just finish, and you can talk. Um, Do you want Chelsea to go and put Nagelsmann in charge from now and take that risk? Or Enrique, put him in
I'd
now.
rather go
With the
with
same...
Enrique
Well,
and
let me
Nagelsmann.
finish. When we go, you won't let me finish. The season is done. We knew that before. We're in 11th place. We're not going nowhere. It doesn't mean we're going to go and win the Champions League. If you think if we bring a top manager now, he's going to win the Champions League? No chance in hell. Because it's
why
with
Frank
players. It's the same
players.
Do
you think Frank Lampard would
No,
make a
I'm not
difference in
saying
winning the
you're
Champions
saying
League?
that. I'm not saying Frank Lampard's going to win the Champions League. He's here. They're not bringing him in so they think he's going to win the Champions League. You got it all wrong. Deals, you should know better. You got it all wrong. He's coming into so we can have a new start. Chelsea people there. Get rid of Bruno and his team. That's end of Graham Potter, because even yesterday, Graham Potter's calling Bruno, telling him what to do. We've had enough of that. Get rid of them. Frank Lampard's coming here so that they can discuss and choose the right manager. He's coming to help. Do you understand, please? Go ahead.
No, I'm angry at the situation
because you don't understand.
No, I do understand.
No, you don't.
I do understand.
All right. Let me ask you something.
The reason why I do.
Wait, let me ask you something.
Listen, can I tell you the reason why I'm angry?
No.
Yeah?
Let me ask you a question.
Listen, yeah.
Wait. I know you're angry, but let me ask you. Right? Do you think Chelsea, the board, they're going to bring Frank Lampard in because they think they can win the Champions League with Frank Lampard?
Yes, they do. They do.
No, they don't, man.
Yes, they do. Yes.
No, they don't.
I'm telling you, they do.
Yeah, see, you ain't got a clue. Sorry.
Well, why haven't I got a clue? Because
they're not bringing him forward to win the Champions League.
So we're still in a competition.
We are. So it could be anyone.
Yeah,
look, it's got to be the same players,
let me tell you something. We're still in a competition, right?
Yeah. So does it mean we're going to win it?
Listen, if we're still in a competition, right?
Yeah.
We're elite club. Yeah, a club like Chelsea's elite. Yeah. So this is what I'm saying, right? We should go get an elite gaffer right now if we're still in that competition.
No, I disagree.
Why is that?
100,000,000%. I disagree.
So what?
Why? Because I don't want them to rush and make another mistake. I don't want Nagelsmann or anyone else right now. Let them think carefully, and then we decide.
So what? So you were not rushed with the elite manager into that game, that Real Madrid game?
No.
Why is that? Why is that? Go on.
Because it's the same players. Whoever comes in can't bring any new players right now. Okay. That's one thing.
What's Lampard gonna do?
What is
Lampard gonna do?
What is anyone gonna do? You don't make sense.
I'm being real.
You don't make sense. I'm gonna have to come on Twitter and teach everyone a lesson because you're talking rubbish, all of you.
No, I'm not listening to what people say on Twitter. This is my own mind.
All right,
so my own mind.
You
this
think
is my own mind.
So you think we're gonna win the Champions League with if we keep Bruno?
Yes. No, not with Bruno. Not with Bruno. No fucking way. No chance.
So you think
I think we win it. I think we win it with Nagelsmann or Enrique. Listen.
No.
Yes.
You know how much you want to bet?
As much, bruv. Yeah. With Enrique or Nagelsmann, we win that Champions League with elite manager. Yeah. You think that? Listen. Elite manager will come into the team right now.
It doesn't matter who is bring Jose. I would love Jose back, but not right.
Bro, you're forgetting, Nagelsmann knows how to beat Ancelotti, bro. Yeah.
Oh, forget Nagelsmann. He's not experienced enough to do anything.
Yes,
he's not my choice.
Yes, he is.
All right, that's your choice. But he's got a hand now because he's a friend of Vivell. Vivell is pushing for Nagelsmann right now. But Bowley said, no, let's talk to Frank first.
Nick.
Yeah.
As far as I can see it, they made a big mistake from bringing Potter in the first place, right? We don't know these guys, right? We don't know them, yeah? So why are Chelsea fans...
All right.
No. Hear what I've got to say. Hear what I've got to say. Because we're acting like we know this ownership. We don't know this ownership, yeah?
Yeah, of course.
We don't know them. Yeah,
I just say I know them.
I can see it right now. my opinion on this ownership, what they're doing, right? They're doing some madness at our club right now. Yeah, and they're trying to fool our minds, right? Yeah, they're not fooling my mind. Yeah, what they're doing at our club. Yeah, they're not fooling my mind. Yeah, they need to put the right decisions in place, right? For as I can see it, they're not doing that. Yeah, they're not doing that, right? We're still in the Champions League. We still got something to fight for, right?
Yeah.
And I'm meant to
But I'm
take these
just
men
saying.
serious if they're putting
Yeah, we
Lampard
have.
in charge.
We're gonna
No,
fight
man.
with.
No,
We're
don't
gonna
pull
fight
my
with the
eyes.
same players. Doesn't mean if Nagelsmann comes and puts a different formation, we're gonna go and win the Champions League. No,
Listen, I'll tell you this now, yeah.
no
We're gonna
chance.
rock up to the Bernabeu and we're gonna get slapped. And I'm being dead
Yeah,
serious.
we can get slapped with any interim manager. It doesn't
No,
matter.
no chance. We wouldn't get slapped with an Argusman.
No, that's all
You
you're
think
saying.
that?
No, man, you don't know.
I
You
do
don't
know.
know how you
I
can.
do know.
I
do know.
didn't say 100%. It could be
Because
anyone.
because you
And we
look at
can win the
Tuchel, yeah.
Champions
No,
League
Hear
with
me out. Hear
anyone.
me
We
out.
can lose it with anyone.
Hear
Look,
me out.
you
Hear me
can't
out.
say Nagelsmann's going to win us the Champions League if he comes.
Hear me out. Hear me
Yeah.
out.
See,
What happened with Tuchel? Right? He came. He
yeah.
came. First
Yeah.
day, he knew which to get the best out of certain players. Right?
Yeah.
He knew.
All
Right? Because he studied. Yeah. Once an elite gaffer comes in, right? They know they study the team. Right? They could have easily brought one of the elite gaffers in to watch one of our games. Yeah. But no.
Yeah.
This is why I don't trust this ownership. Right? This is why I don't trust them. Right? Because
Yeah,
they've
but
had
it's too early
time.
too early to judge the ownership.
It's
You
too early.
can't judge your ownership in 6 months.
Listen, I'm judging them right now. As far as I can see, I'm judging them right now because they've been
you
on
must be
our
the only one. Not many people are judging them right now.
I don't care. I'm judging them, innit? I'm judging them, bro.
I'm just saying, look, we can't.
They're doing.
We're not going to win any Champions League with Nagelsmann, with Enrique, with. You can have Enrique, Mourinho, and Nagelsmann together. We're not winning the Champions League.
So you think this American ownership, yeah? You think this American ownership is different to how other American ownerships are? You think that, yeah?
Completely different.
No, I don't think so. Yeah, you know why you're saying that? I know why you're saying that.
Why? Tell me.
Because no. Hear me out.
All right, let me see what you think. Go on.
The reason why you're saying that, yeah, is because they spent a lot of money. They fooled your mind.
No, it's not about the money. No, it's not. So you're wrong. You can't tell me what I think. Let me tell you why. Because I was there when we first interviewed Todd Bowley with the rest of the Chelsea trust.
Yeah.
That interview, what he said so far, he's done. We didn't know he was going to go and make a massive mistake and bring sack Tuchel like
they
that.
Sacked Tuchel.
Let me finish.
Yeah.
Let me see what. Let me just see what Alicia's saying. Let me just see. Sorry, Alicia, 1 minute. So let me go. I'll come back to that. Alicia is saying unpopular opinion, and I know some of our fan base is against it. Is against it, but I'm taking Lamps as an interim manager, even it's to then rush rather than rushing to buy a manager. Yeah, absolutely, 100% agree. Alicia, if you want to come on, let me know. I'll send you the link. I agree with you. Looks like Frank Lampard is coming. Deep talks. Looks like it could be announced tomorrow. Because he's only coming for an interim. And who better than Frank Lampard? For me, it's even better than having John Terry. Getting Frank
John
Lampard
Terry's
back.
coming with him. John Terry's coming.
Maybe. We don't know that. Let's see who he brings.
Fabrizio just said it.
I don't care Fabrizio or Fabrizio or anyone. They don't know nothing. Only a few hours ago, Fabrizio was saying, he was saying, what was he saying? Enrique is at Stamford Bridge. Matt Law was saying Nagelsmann is going to be the new manager right now. They all talk rubbish. I don't believe it. Look, I don't believe these, deals. I don't believe one of them. They're all there to make ticks and clicks, and that's it. I don't class them as journalists. That's why I don't even listen to them. like you lot on Twitter. Anyway, yeah. So
I got told that Ashley Cole could be joining him as well.
yeah, like
Ashley,
that's possible
what do you
because I
think of
know.
that? No, but what do you think of our old legends coming back as a
Yeah,
trio?
great. That's what did I say before? What you forget what I was saying when we had Potter? I was saying get rid of him and bring it, John
Yeah, I'd
Terry,
rather have a Chelsea
bring
legend than a
Drogba,
Brighton.
bring any
I'd rather have a
ex-legend.
Chelsea legend. I'd rather have a Chelsea legend in the building than a
Yeah,
Brighton
so
legend
what's
in the
Frank
building.
Lampard?
A Chelsea,
He's,
no. But I
but you
know.
upset. That's I'm trying
I'd
to
rather
explain
have
to you.
Lampard. I'd rather
Yeah,
have Lampard than Bruno. 100%. Yeah, I'm not
yeah,
taking that out the context. Yeah,
okay,
yeah. But here's my thing on the situation.
yeah.
Right, we got Real Madrid. Right, I don't want to get slapped with a legend in charge in the building, bro. Yeah,
Doesn't
that's
matter. Look, I'll explain to you. Let me send Alicia the link 1 second. Carry on, Deals. Look, yeah, I will make my point after. Let me just send the
you
link.
not
Carry on.
forgetting what happened when we got slapped by Bayern Munich with Lampard. Do you
Yeah,
remember?
I'm not forgetting. I don't forget any game. But this is a different situation. You must remember this is different now.
No, this is the
Let me just send her
same
the link. Hold on.
situation, man.
It's not the same, Deals. I'm gonna bring Alicia here. Hopefully, she will explain to you better than me. God. Yeah, 1 second, Alicia. I'm trying to send you the link. Where is it now? Yeah. Uh, yeah. Yeah. Let's see. Here it is. Oh my God. Yeah. Everything's going on today. Twitter going crazy. Deals. Nagelsmann on Ricky. They
Yeah,
were fighting.
it's going off. It's going off
It's
still.
still,
But let's
it's still going on. I know.
yeah, it's going off right
Everyone's
now
gone mad.
still.
Yeah, but uh, you know, 1 second, 1 second. I'm not concentrating when I talk. uh, oh
All right, Nick,
my God.
what's your thoughts on how we played yesterday though?
Yeah, I was just going. I said my thoughts. I'll say it again. We should have won 3-4-0. If we had
Yeah,
a
we should have
striker,
won. We should have won. I feel like
we
we
played
created a lot
well,
of
but we
chances.
can't
Yeah,
score. Yeah,
we created a
exactly.
lot of chances. Yeah, but
Yeah,
we just need a number 9, clinical number 9, and then we can finish with our
that's
chances.
what
You
I've been
know,
saying for how long. I'm fed up repeating myself.
that
Uh, you
fucking
know,
idiot Bruno. Oh yeah,
Bruno.
Nick. You know
Yeah,
Lampard likes Aubameyang. You do know
yeah.
that, right? So when Lampard's in charge, he's gonna play Aubameyang,
Yeah, you
and
bring him
he's
back in,
gonna
give
play
him a
Mount as
chance.
well.
Because Lampard will know we need someone to score. And let's hope he does.
Mount will be
Uh,
back in the field as well. Mount will be back in the
yeah,
field as well.
yeah, of course. Yeah, Alicia, I'll send you the link. Come on, please. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, it's got to be till the end of the season, Alicia. Like, it's not a permanent position. It's an interim to steady the club. And you know what I was saying to do this before is to get the rest of Graham Potter's
You
team
know what?
out. Yeah,
I'm
go on.
sold to it. I'm sold to it. You know why? Because he's the club legend. I'm sold to it now. I'm buying it. I'm
Yeah, of
buying it.
course you will. You will when you see him. What? Who
I'm
else?
thinking. I'm thinking.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah. But
thinking.
look,
With
deals
Ashley Cole,
when
with
you go to
Ashley
the
Cole
bridge and
there
you're going
and
to
John
see
Terry
Frank
there,
Lampard, going
with
berserk
Ashley
on that
and John
bench.
Terry
Yeah,
there, with Ashley
yeah.
and John Terry there,
It's going to be
I'm sold to
different.
it still.
You
I'm
rather
sold
see
to it.
them. Bruno is. I don't blame Bruno. He's just a coach of Potter's, but they have to go. We can't have Potter's men there. It won't work. It will definitely doesn't work. And the players are going to be more happy when they see Frank Lampard taking over and John Terry next to him, hopefully, and Ashley Cole. That'd be something. And with that happening, I have more. How can I say? I'm more confident of winning a beating Real Madrid with Frank Terry and our boys, our true Chelsea men. Then with Bruno, there was no chance in hell. Even he's gonna be hard still. But if we can do anything, it will be with Frank till the rest of the season. Yeah. Let's welcome Alicia. Hi, Alicia. Can you hear us?
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we hear you good. Yeah, so we've been discussing. You see the situation going on. Frank Lampard in deep talks. For me, it's a good thing. Deals firstly was really upset. Now he's coming to terms.
You know, John Terry and Ashley
Yeah,
Cole back in the building. Come on.
yeah.
Proper
See now,
DNA in
yeah, that's
Chelsea.
what I was. Yeah,
Come
you know, I
on.
was when you called me and said, "Well, what's going? You were going mad." Even I have your comments here swearing, the ball, this and that. And, you know, I didn't put it out. I don't want to show your comments, but you have
I
to.
just deeped it in it, and
Yeah, you when
I just
you.
deeped it, yeah, Nick. Yeah, I
I
just deeped the
know you
situation.
didn't. You
Yeah,
didn't
I,
think
I,
about it good.
I was just
That's,
thinking. I wasn't thinking properly. You know,
I
I
know
just had a
you were just
situation where I was
reactionary.
thinking reaction, thinking, oh Lord. But
And what did I
you
say
know,
to you? I said, calm
Who does
down.
deals want?
I said, calm down. Yeah, go. Let's let Alicia say her thing.
go on, Alicia. What's your
Sorry,
thoughts on
sorry.
the situation?
I'm
Yeah,
listening
go.
to you. Like, who does deals want as the next manager?
Yeah,
Preferably, I would like Nagelsmann or Enrique to come in now, set a mindset into the players. But we got Madrid in it. Like, let's
yeah,
be real, yeah. I feel that because we got Madrid, I feel that this elite gaffer will come in now and organize a style of play into the players straight away. Because you look at Tuchel with Tuchel, it happens straight
yeah,
away.
yeah. But it doesn't mean it happened with Tuchel. It's
Yeah.
going to happen with anyone else right
Yeah, no,
now.
100%. I understand that.
You
I
know, I'm trying to explain to
understand that,
you
but
the best solution
yeah,
for me is, you know, to wait to the next season, to the summer, bring a manager, a
I don't
proper
understand why they
elite
can't
manager,
come in now. But
you know,
this is
elite manager,
this is the situation
because they don't have time. If
we
they
find
bring
ourselves
someone
in
in,
though. This
deals,
is the
hold on,
situation we find
deals.
ourselves in though. Yeah, go on.
Yeah, hold on a second, deals. Yeah, look, if they bring someone in by rushing it to bring someone, it ain't going to work. We will have no chance of losing that Real Madrid game. You can't rush it to get a new top manager because it's going to be a lot of money involved. Um, so for me, like I said, Jose is always going to be my number one as a manager or as a football director. I'll take anyone, any manager or football director for the club. At least
Why
I go.
though?
What? Why? I'll
No, I'm
explain
asking you
why.
what. Before
All right.
I give my opinion, I want to hear what you guys are saying. So I'm asking why.
Yeah.
Why do you
All
want
right. Okay.
Jose?
Well, for me, uh, all right. Today, everyone's going mad. They were going, you know, it was Nagelsmann or Enrique. For me, I said, if I can't get Jose as a manager, if I was Foley, I would first of all hire him as a football director. Uh, you know, who better than Jose Mourinho? One reason he knows the club. Two, he loves Chelsea. Three, he's ruthless. He ain't gonna take no rubbish. There's so many reasons. Who better as a manager or as a football director? But all right, if I can't get Jose, if that doesn't happen, for me it's Enrique because he's more experienced and he'll be able to manage our young players. Which we have a lot of players on high egos. I'm not worried about Kanti, Thiago Silva, Aspie. Aspie probably goes soon, but I'm not worried about them. It's the young ones, and you need a big, top, ruthless manager, not a 35-year-old up and coming coach like Nagelsmann.
Do you think Lampard will implement that though, Nick?
Lampard is not. He's not an easy guy. He does. We saw him when he was here. He tried his best, and those conditions. Yeah, go on. So yeah, that's one thing, Alicia. Uh, yeah, I'll let you talk. What do you think is the right thing? Do you think, first of all, do you think bringing Frank Lampard is the right choice for now?
Okay, for now, me personally, like I would bring in an interim manager, even if it's till the end of the season, because I feel like we usually rush into things because we just want to go on to the next thing. Like we want to speed this up. And
Mm,
that's why we've had our rebuild process for so long. So I hear the names that are being put forward, and I'm just gonna say my thoughts on all of them. Like I've had people talk of Pochettino. Me personally, I'm just like, people saying we underrate him. Nah, I cannot imagine that. Like that Spursy gene for me still plays a big, big effect. people saying Amorim and Spalletti, is he called like that? I feel like they're not gonna leave, especially with how Napoli is playing. And I also feel like that is like an unknown entity. Moving on to people's favorites, Enrique. This is where it gets tricky for me. I know
Mhm.
like he has 9 trophies, is it in 13 finals? Like I like the way what he did in his prime, like the wide forwards thing, which I think is good for Mudryk, like the passing and all that. But the thing for me is, when was the last time this guy played club football? And I'm
Who?
also looking at him
Yeah. Sorry. Go.
sideways.
Oh yeah. Go. Carry on. Yeah.
Yeah, sorry. I'm also looking at him sideways because of like the whole World Cup thing, you know? It's like weird to me. And
Yeah.
given the fact that scoring goals right now is our biggest problem, that has me having, I don't know. I don't know about this thing. Moving on to Nagelsmann. I know he
Mm.
brings a winning mentality. Like he brought Leipzig to the semi-final for the first time. Which team was that he brought up and all that? But the thing for me is, like, I feel like, oh, he may not be ready.
Mm.
I'm getting the same vibes. I feel like when people say he's the German Porter, it's too far. But I
Yeah. That's
feel
too far. Yeah, you're right. I mean, I do rate Nagelsmann, I do, but he's not experienced enough for me. Like
exactly.
Enrique.
I think Nagelsmann, yeah, he knows
Yeah,
how to beat certain teams, but in the 38 league, going in the English league, I don't know if he will adapt
it's
to
gonna
the
be
English
different,
league.
dudes. That's the thing. He's used, and he's young. Not just because he's young, he's up and coming. He's not elite yet. You
Yeah.
understand? Yeah, go ahead, Alicia.
Yeah. Sorry. You guys can interject anytime. So
Yeah.
the thing for me is my choices are not there because I would have gone for Fleek
Okay.
or I would have taken
Yeah.
Zidane.
Yeah, he's
Those
not
are two.
bad. I don't underrate Flick either, but he's not live in Germany. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah, exactly. So, like, I feel like my choice was taken away from me. So, right now, I'm just looking at, like, I'm just gonna be in that supporter role because I feel the same way I felt about Porter. Me personally, you know how I felt about it, Nick. So, I'm
yeah,
just on this
we all did.
submissive,
Yeah, go on.
but willing to offer support. Yeah,
Yeah, great comments. And the other thing is, the board have decided to go for Frank Lampard, bring Chelsea people in, get rid of Potter's team because they're still there. Except their assistant, but only Graham Potter and his assistant are gone. The rest of them are still there. You saw them yesterday. So yeah, that's a good thing for me, Deals. When you think about it, I think you will agree now. Is it a good thing, Deals?
Yeah, yeah, 100%, Nick. It's a good thing.
Thank God,
It's a
thank
good thing
God.
that they're coming
You
into the
come
end
to
of
your
the season.
senses.
Yeah,
Thank
no, no, no,
God.
no.
I'm joking, man.
Here's my
I'm
take on it, yeah,
joking.
Nick.
Yeah,
Here's
God,
my
God.
take on it, yeah. The
Yeah,
Chelsea DNA, and like I said, I was complaining before you heard me complaining, saying that we need
yeah,
someone in the building that knows Chelsea DNA. And
yeah.
Lampard, John Terry, and Ashley Cole know Chelsea DNA. If
Exactly.
these
Well,
three come back in the building right now, I'm ready to go right now with these lot, you know.
of course, I
So
will go. I
I
will.
listen. I've changed my
God,
mind on it. I've changed my mind on it, you
you
know.
know what?
So all for it to
If
happen.
I think it will
But
happen.
Nick,
You know
Nick,
what?
Nick,
I'm going
Nick,
to go
Nick,
to
Nick.
Spain.
You can see
I
why I
will
was
pay
angry.
and
You can see
go
why I was angry.
because for me it means everything to see my men, Frank Lampard, our legend, with John Terry, Ashley Cole, or
Ashley
anyone
Cole,
else. And who feel for the club, who die for the club. Frank Lampard is like John Terry. They will die for the club. And the only reason he wants to come because they've asked him and he wants good for the club. He can see what happened with Graham Potter and his uh, God, I don't
no,
know
the
what I
reason why
don't.
they've asked him, Nick, is because Nagelsmann and Enrique have told them that they're not ready until the summer. So
No, it's not.
that's
No, no,
yes,
no,
it
no, no,
is. Yes, it
no,
is.
no.
Yes, it is.
It's
because
not that.
Nagelsmann
It's not.
or Enrique
Look,
has
it's
told
not.
them.
I
No,
told you
no, no,
before.
it is.
It's
You know how I
not.
know?
Nick, just remember this isn't permanent, so let's
No.
not go
Yes,
into that
that's
Yeah,
road.
what.
yeah.
That's why I told
Let's
JK.
welcome
JK.
JK as well. Look, Deals. Let me just tell you what I think.
Yeah, I'll let JK
The
speak.
reason they want to bring Frank Lampard here right now, get rid of Potter's team, so it's finished. Fans can calm down. That's the reason. And again, they've been talking with Nagelsmann and Enrique and others. It's not just them, Pochettino included. They need time to choose. You know, Nagelsmann is ready. They can come now, and Enrique can come now. That will be the wrong decision. That's what they were fighting in the board. They can't come. Bowley said no to Vivell. Vivell wants to bring Nagelsmann right now, tomorrow. He said no. They're not. And we have other people in the board, high people. Someone there who certified knows, Edwards, I think his name. He was there with when Roman was here. He's got a lot to say as well. He's still powerful. It's not just what Bowley and Vivell want. So that for me, it's the best solution, really. I was so glad to hear this, and I'm waiting for the announcement now. Yeah. Let me bring Bobby as well before. Yeah, welcome JK, and welcome Bobby. Yeah, so yeah, that's what I said. Alicia, I think, the same roughly like me. Dios has come to his senses, thank God. He wants Frank Lampard now. Go on, Alicia.
Do you think also it's based on like yesterday? Because I felt like there was a lot of influence. I've forgotten the new manager's name. It was based like you could just see a lot of
Yeah,
Portis
Bruno Soto.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
And it feels like um I think there's also devoid of confidence, like maybe because he like the way he
yeah,
admitted
because
the
Alisa, don't forget, it's his first time to pick a team, any team.
exactly,
You
exactly. I
know,
think that
God,
it's also different.
oh, yeah, yeah. Go on.
Where
No, sorry to interrupt you.
but I also found that I saw it two ways. I thought maybe he's a bit like inexperienced, and also I saw that as a tactic to get Klopp not to put out the first team. But that's just my theory because
Hmm.
I feel like it was a game. It was some kind of game, you know.
It was, yeah. I'm going to come back to the game. I was talking about it earlier. After we hear JK and Bobby's his thoughts on what's been going on today, crazy goings on in Twitter, Chelsea fans fighting, real fighting going on, Nagelsmann or Enrique. We had everything. And then suddenly they all come down because they heard Frank Lampard is going to come. And so many things going on. Even now, some people that don't want Frank Lampard to come, even as an interim. God, what's going on? Can Certify explain, please, first, and I'll come to you, Bobby. JK? JK, you there? Or you're cooking? All right, let's go to Bobby. Then JK can come after. Bobby, what's going on? Please tell me.
Pick up, Nick. Pick up,
I
guys.
I
Well,
Pick
can't
up,
stop
pick up.
laughing.
Bobby.
um,
Yeah.
You can see why I was pissed off in it. You can understand I was pissed off because of the situation. The reason why I was pissed off is because yeah, I know that there are legends, but this ownership has made some harsh decisions this season on the situation that we find ourselves in. Yes, they're still learning what Chelsea DNA is and what the mentality is. I feel that they made mistakes and they made some good ideas, bringing the football and people in the building. Obviously, we found ourselves where we are right now. As a club, we still got the Champions League to go. And that's why I was a bit angry because of that reason, because
Yeah.
we got the Champions League in mind. And I
Yeah.
was thinking that we need a elite gaffer to come in and actually implement a
Right
style straight
now.
away
Yeah.
right now,
Yeah.
thinking that was going to be like a Tuchel situation. And I just deeped it. It's not going to be like a Tuchel situation
No, of course not.
because
Yeah.
we're under a new ownership, just a new
Exactly.
ownership, and obviously it's not how it was how it was under Roman, right? And it was different when Tuchel first come in, right? Like Tuchel said, even what Tuchel said after the when Potter got sacked, he said Chelsea's a different club. Now it was, now it is, now it is, right? So there's a lot of things that we're coming to terms, obviously with this new American ownership, and yeah, we just hope that they make the
Mm.
right decisions come the summer, the end of the
Yeah,
season.
100%. Yes, just a read big up to you, Vada. Thanks for coming on again. Lampard is back. I love it. Of course, we
So,
love
what's
it.
your thoughts on it, Bobby, on the situation?
Yeah, but I'm going. Bobby's going. Let's go to Bobby now. JK, I'll come to you after Bobby.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
was trying to say that, look, one thing that upsets me is that there's, for the past goodness knows how many years now, maybe even a decade, there's
Mm.
never a season where it's quiet at Chelsea. There's always some drama or other. And, I'm a bit fed up with it. But having said that, life is about mistakes, really. It's full of mistakes. Human beings, entities, corporations, businesses, you're always going to make a mistake. But it's not about making the mistake, it's about what you do about it when you do make the mistake. And to be fair to the ownership, yeah, they took their time. Yeah, they were embarrassed. Yeah, they didn't want to admit they were wrong. But eventually they did. And now they're doing something about it. So we can't really complain too much. The thing is, there's not going to be a panic buy for these managers. When Tuchel came to Chelsea, was no two situations are the same. And Tuchel was very, very available and willing to just step in. Whereas we don't know if any of the people they are interviewing are willing to just step in. It's a very awkward time to take on a club that you don't really know, and they may prefer to stay from a distance, watch the team, learn more, be focused on it, and then take over in the summer. That's my feeling. Another thing is also the owners are not the people actually picking this manager. It's going through the experts now. Vival, Winstanley, Stewart. These are football experts, some of the best in the world. And they will vet, they will interview, and then they will re interview, as is the case of what's happened today, certainly with Enrique. And then they will make their strong recommendation to the ownership or the board, and it's unlikely they'll decline their recommendations. So they don't want to just rashly get someone, throw them in, because
Mm.
that's not really learning from your mistake, because that's what they did with Potter. So
Exactly.
I think, and then, the issue of getting Frank Lampard back, well, I mean, he is a step up from Bruno Salter. Bruno did well last night, but he's never coached at any level. He's just been
Mm.
assisting. He's an ex-Brighton defender. He did very well, but that was the first football team he had selected to play a professional game in his life. You don't do that at a club like Chelsea. So bringing back Lampard, well, that can't be long term. Lampard's track record isn't great. We're still not really sure what happened at Everton, because that squad at
Bobby,
Everton
Bobby,
was a
Bobby, do you
good,
think he
good
can win us a
squad.
Champions League?
Sorry?
Bobby, do you think he can win us a Champions League?
Well, yeah, I mean, why not? Chelsea's destiny with the Champions League remains in their hands. If you're in it, you can win it, especially from this stage. What Chelsea have to have is a fit squad. Once they are fit, then they can go for it. Is Lampard tactically better than the people and than the other teams there? No, I don't think so. He hasn't shown himself to be particularly
Mm.
astute. But with the sort of team he has, you never know. You never know. You know, Di Matteo, you know, people say, well, he had a more mature team, a more battle ready team. Well, yes and no, because the teams that he fielded from the semi final upwards, they were deficient, you know, injuries, suspensions, and still, you know, he went through. And with the Champions League, there's always that element of luck. And you've got to keep dreaming. Is it
Mm,
likely? It's unlikely. But the dream is on because we're still in it. And until we play Real Madrid over two legs, you know, you don't know what's going to happen. And if by some miracle we survive and get to the semi-final, well, you know, it's game on, really. So, um, you know, I don't think they can do much more than they are now. You know, which manager, apart from Gus Hiddink back in the day, would come to a club like Chelsea as an interim now? Now, at this point, you're just about to play Real Madrid in the quarterfinals. You're languishing in the league. It's in itself, it's still a challenging job. So Frank lives near the club. Of course, he's a legend. You know, the legends. We're so fortunate. You know, our Chelsea boys, they would do anything to help the club, and it will help his career if he has another go, even for a short term at this level. So let's
exactly.
wait and see. Let's get behind him.
Of
It's not,
course.
you know, it's not a long term thing, and I just hope he can
Bobby,
do
Bobby,
enough.
Bobby. John Terry and Ashley Cole looking to be part of his team.
Let's
Excellent,
see.
especially John Terry. That's what I'm
Yeah, let's hope it
keen on
does come.
Yeah, we
Yeah,
need
because
them
John,
in the building. We need all three of them. Yeah,
yeah, yeah, you
put
know,
some
John Terry will
Chelsea
certainly
DNA in the
help
players.
sort the defense out. None of this, you know, playing against physical teams and then put in Cucurella there. But what I'm
mm,
scared of is that now, you know, the league, there's very little to really play for now in the league.
for
And
sure.
everything's in the Champions League. And, you know,
We should
if
go
they
guns
just,
blazing in the Champions League, Bobby, man. That's what we need to do. Go guns blazing. Yeah,
We
all
are going
out
to
for the
get top
yeah,
Champions
four.
League.
but
Deals.
there's
Top four is
only,
finished. Even top five looks finished.
yeah.
We can go for top six, maybe. Sorry,
Well,
Bobby.
that's a very difficult thing to motivate yourself for as
Yeah,
Chelsea, you know, going
but
for.
well, even to get a Europa place from where we are now, it'd be unbelievable for Frank. Really.
I'm not even
So,
sure I want one.
well, Europa League.
I don't like consolation
Yeah, but
prizes.
that's not consolation. Don't forget how hard it was to win it, and we do win that cup. How great it was to win it. That's
Yeah, I
no.
mean the Europa
It's not the
League is
Conference League. This is the Europa League. It's like the
it's a
old
sort of
Fairs
competition
Cup.
that when
Yeah,
you get to the final you want to win it, but
yeah,
the
but even
journey there.
yeah, the journey's long. Yes, but rather than nothing, it'd be an achievement for Frank because I know he's coming in now. Um,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
but
Well,
Unpopular opinion,
yeah,
but
go on, Alicia.
I want conference leagues that we truly have completed football now that we're
Yeah, but that's what Deus understands now. It's the best for Chelsea, best for the fans to bring Frank, a real Chelsea legend and ex-manager. He didn't leave on a bad note. Roman praised him, gave him a great statement for Frank, because at the time we were desperate to bring him as fans. We were screaming to bring Frank, and Roman did it for the fans. So yeah, I'm glad. I'm glad he's coming, even if it's only for the rest of the season. And you never know. There could be a place in whoever takes over for Frank, like a coach. You know, anything can happen in football. I wouldn't be surprised of anything. Even the great, the holy, the special one, Jose, coming back as the top manager. I just heard they're talking with 7 different managers, 7, not just Nagelsmann and Enrique. Pochettino's up there, and 5 other guys, which I'm not sure, but I can guess. So, it's best to take time, get the right guy in, get the elite manager, if it's Enrique, if it's Marino, but I don't think it should be Nagelsmann. I know Vivel's pushing hard for Nagelsmann, but I don't think the rest of them will let that happen. We need an experienced top manager. I don't know where Certified's gone. Let's go back to the Liverpool game. I was talking earlier about the Liverpool game. Deals was
Yes, the Liverpool game. I feel that
yeah,
we created a lot of chances.
yeah.
But the problem is, right? Our midfield, our defense were good yesterday. It's just our attack. We didn't have a finishing touch to the game. Like if
No,
we had a finishing touch to the game, I think we would have won that 3-4-0,
for sure.
like you said.
We
But
should
again,
have. Yeah.
that manager Bruno, like he's not a manager. Remember, he's just an assistant to Graham Potter. But like you said, he must have been hearing voices from Graham Potter. You know,
yeah. He said he was talking with him. He said it
100%. He spoke to Graham Potter about certain things. The substitutions,
because he didn't know.
Were all over the place as well. I didn't think Graham. What's it called?
Yeah, he didn't know what he was.
Gallagher. I don't know what he was doing.
Gallagher didn't make sense at all. When we're trying to, we're going for the game. We're just getting
Mason
close.
Mount should have came on though. Mason Mount.
Any attack for me, Mason Mount wasn't in the squad.
Madueke and Mason Mount should have came on. Still, I would have brought them two on.
Even Pulisic should have brought him. He was on the bench. Bring him on. He could have scored. Good, but anyway.
But how do you think we played off the ball, Nick? Because I thought that Wesley Fofana was
he was great. Fofana, great. I gave my ratings before. I'm going to let you three do them. I gave them before. Fofana was great.
How do you think Kepa played?
Kepa done what he had to do. He saved.
There's a few saves that he done. It was all right.
Yeah, he didn't have to do much, but he played his part, kept a clean sheet. Even Liverpool didn't have so many chances, but the two they had, he saved them. Cucurella was much better for me than the Villa game. He didn't make a mistake. He was better. The back three were good. Only Koulibaly, his passing should have been more accurate.
Nick, Cover. I'm just deep in it. Yeah, you see, Cover and Havertz, the chances they got yesterday. Yeah. The reason why they missed them chances is because they've been poorly coached. Yeah, if they've been coached properly, I think they would have scored that. 100%.
Kovacic, look at that. Any other day he would score, but they said it. Even Havertz said it in his interview.
They got no confidence. They got no confidence at the moment.
He said it. He said the truth. I like Havertz because he speaks the truth. He said it's not all that I attack. It's me as well. He stood up. He said he should have scored. That first offside one was so close. I thought he was on. That was close. But the other one, you could see he rebounded and touched his hand. But he shouldn't have come to that. He should have scored in the first place. It was easier to score. But he just gets,
Do you think we played?
I don't know what happens with it.
Do you think we played defensively? That's why we didn't score. Because if you look at how we set up,
no. We made attack after attack. We were going for the game, especially first half. We spent the whole half.
Set up with two up top. We needed
I like the three midfield.
Up top.
We run the midfield. Look, you see how it works with Enzo, Kanté, and Culver. It works. The free work. That's the best thing I saw.
We should have two wingers though. We didn't have two wingers.
We had Felix and Havertz up top.
Yeah, it was just Felix and Havertz up top.
Yeah, it was the wrong attack. Havertz needs a rest. We need a proper number 9 there alongside Felix, and that you're going to see at Chelsea. Let's hope Frank, I'm sure he's going to know better for the rest of the season.
You play Detro Fofana.
Yes,
I remember.
I was saying that.
I remember when we beat Wolves with Frank Lampard. Remember when Tomori scored that banger out from the box? Remember?
Yeah, yeah,
That,
and
yeah.
we went to
Bobby, you're
Wolves.
right. I mean, was Fofana wasn't in the squad. I don't think was
and the
he?
funny thing is, Auba
Yeah.
was playing Fortnite, man. That was just, and
Eh,
I don't blame him because based on the way we've treated him, or rather the coach has treated him, it's like
hmm,
he's just been priced out of the team. But
You know what,
exactly.
Alicia? You know what, Alicia?
right.
I think Lampard will start Aubameyang because he likes Aubameyang. You know, you
It's
do
not
know that,
about
right?
liking. It's not about
No,
liking.
no, but he
But
does like Aubameyang.
we need. Of course, who wouldn't? Look,
Yeah.
Aubameyang is a inbox. Is a he's a scorer. If he gets the right chances that like we've been making now, Chilwell and James are back. Imagine how many goals would have Aubameyang had last night? The chances that
Yeah.
Havertz had, and
I felt like he could have
yeah,
converted
go on,
one.
Alicia. Yeah,
Sorry, I felt like he could have converted one. I get like he
God,
hasn't been the greatest since he came to us. Like he hasn't played all that well, but just the way we've iced him out, it's like we're having a striker who can do something. I don't get it. And the fact that
no.
yesterday he was playing Fortnite online with people, it's just it just didn't sit
Yeah,
right with me. So yeah, I felt like at least we should try with him for the moment,
for
just to
for
use him.
With
sure.
who? With who, Alicia?
Hmm.
With who?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, yeah. I
Who
agree
was you
with you.
speaking about, Alicia?
She's talking about Aubameyang.
Oh,
In
Uber,
Bamiyang. Yeah,
sorry.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Bamiyang.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, look, we have a number nine, Aubameyang. We have Detro Fofana. For me, oh God, I will play both of them. Really, then, well, maybe Felix. I'll put on the bench and go with them two up front. That's what we need goals. We have a great midfield. We have a great left wing back, right wing back, and Thiago Silva will be back soon, so the defense will be even better. I want to see something different. I want to see someone who can score because last night, wrong decision. Graham Potter's fault. He throws out Aubameyang. He didn't like him. I don't know why. Never liked him. Didn't give him enough time. So how is he going to play the guy? But Aubameyang has an instinct, and that's to score. That's what we don't have. And Detro Fofana, I'll give him time. There's not enough minutes. He played great against Southampton, and what's Potter do? He takes him off. So there's so many things to be put right here. Uh, yeah, yeah, Bob. Yeah, what do you think about the Liverpool game?
Um, well, I think I don't know who it was I was talking to. Have went on several platforms, but I said, well, this is one case where you can't blame Bowley, you can't blame Potter.
Yeah, I lost you, Bobby. You still there?
All right, yeah, I'm here.
Oh
I'm
yeah,
here.
yeah.
Sorry, I don't know
All
what
right.
happened there.
You,
I was just
yeah,
saying this is it's a case where you can't blame Potter or Bowley, and it really has to be down to the players and their rubbish finishing. I mean,
mm,
in a way, Havertz was a little bit unlucky, but um, um, Kovacic, oh my
oh,
God! I
God,
mean,
oh, God,
that's
that chance, man.
Kovacic.
God,
I'll tell you what, if
yeah,
Andre Santos gets when he gets his work permit, and if he comes and he shows to be, very good. I fear for Kovacic because that's not on. When the strikers aren't scoring, the midfielders have to chip in, and
exactly.
defenders even less so. But one of our
Yeah,
defenders, as far as I'm concerned, did score. I don't see anything wrong with Reece
Chilwell.
James' goal.
How
Reece
was it?
James'
Rich
goal.
James?
Yeah,
Oh,
Reece James' goal. It was
was it
perfect.
Rich
They
James? Oh
said
yeah,
it was
well they ruled
offside.
it out. Yeah, yeah. Sorry.
Yeah, they said it was offside. I didn't see that. But
Yeah,
we played well. We did the right thing tactically. I mean, Potter never did that. He always
no.
played two men, maximum three men in midfield. Whereas I like what Bruno did. He packed it. He put five, and with the wing backs as well coming in,
Mm,
and that completely destabilized Liverpool. That totally messed them up. They were second best right throughout that game. However, they could have probably scored, but for the mercurial N'Golo Kante.
Yeah,
N'Golo Kante is a absolute. I mean, that guy. The
unbelievable.
opposition should be grateful he's not good at finishing
The
because he's
best,
good at everything else.
Bobby, the best
N-
CM in the
N'Go-
world, 100%,
Because we said
100%.
Absolutely.
even
I
even
just
now at
say,
his old age, he's still the
but
best in the world.
forget
He,
his age. This
yeah,
guy has been out for over 6 months.
unbelievable.
Most players, when they come back, they need time. That he just comes back and he hits the ground running,
Like he
and the
was.
temptation to keep playing him
Yeah,
is just there. Do you know what? Give him a new contract now. He is
for
one
sure.
player that if they turn around and say we're giving 300K a week, even at his age, I don't think anybody will bat an
They
eye.
have to. I think
And
they will,
even all
Bobby.
the other players will
Yeah,
just say, do you know what? Take a bow, son. Take your money because he
I think.
deserves it.
I
And I
think.
hope
Yeah.
putting
Sorry.
the
Sorry.
captain's
Yeah.
putting the captain's armband on him, I hope that was just a sign of just to tell him, mate, we really, really appreciate you in
Rate
this
you.
club.
Yeah.
You
I
know,
think the owners told Bruno make sure he's the captain.
yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
we have a
Oh
very
God.
good squad. Another one,
We
Wesley
do. That's-
Fofana. As
Oh, what
long
a,
as he's fit, Wesley Fofana is a
he's something
monster.
else. He's a beast.
He's
He's a
such a
beast,
good
man.
player.
Yeah.
You
I
know,
love Fofana. I love the guy. And Enzo, for me, Enzo
and
got man of the match for me. He was
and
unbelievable.
Enzo's getting overplayed. He's good, but I
Yes.
think he's a little tired. I mean, he hasn't
Yeah.
stopped since he
But he
came
had
to
a great game
Chelsea.
last night. Every pass, he had the most passes, the most uh, accurate passes. He beat everyone. For me, he just about beat Fofana
Yeah,
as man of
yeah.
the match. But yeah, it's a shame. We should have. Dex is here. I'm sure Dex will agree. We should have won. 100% he's going to agree.
Mm.
But yeah, we should have, but we didn't. Let's go certified. So I'll come to you, Dex, as well in a minute.
Yeah,
JK, you
sorry,
back?
Nick. I had connection problems.
All right. Yeah, I thought
The
so.
connection connection
Yeah.
just switched off for some reason.
Okay.
But yeah,
No
it's
problem.
done.
You want to
Yeah.
say a few words about the management situation? Frank Lampard coming.
Well, as long as it's interim, it's okay. Do you
Yeah,
know what I'm
it's for
saying?
interim. It's for interim, so they
Yes,
can.
Like
it's interim.
JK, apparently Ashley Cole and John Terry's joining him as well, bro.
Well, we'll see about that.
Oh,
I'm not an apparently person. I really want to see with just what happens in it. But for
yeah,
me, for me, like like about I don't mind Lampard interim manager. I don't think it's good. It's good for the fans. Do you know what I'm saying? It's good for the players to have that extra motivation, knowing that you will get respected by the players in the training ground and in the locker room. You know what I'm saying? So yeah,
yeah,
we know about that. Do you know what I'm saying? But then I don't want this to be long term because then also if he succeeds, Boli will get carried away and probably give him a long term management role, and that's what I don't want. I don't want that to happen. Do you know what I'm saying? As much as Lampard's a legend, we can't. He's not a good long term manager. We need to be
no,
honest.
no.
You know what I'm
You know,
saying?
he's not coming for long term. He's coming to so they can get rid of the rest of Paul's team. That's
Mm,
for sure. And he's
mm,
coming because he's a true blue.
mm,
He will bring the atmosphere back for sure.
mm,
Whatever he does, it's gonna be a bonus. I don't
mm.
expect it. We can't say he didn't do nothing. Let's see what he does. But is the team there? Anyone can do a better job than what Potter was doing. We all know that.
Yeah, anyone can do it. Yeah.
Yeah, even you or me, for sure. Yeah, go ahead. And we talk
Yeah,
about the
I think
Liverpool.
that's a good appointment. It'll be a good appointment to make for the short term. So
Yeah,
I'm glad that they've done that. Do you get what I'm saying? Just make sure it's not long term. That's it. Don't get carried away, Bowley. If he
yeah.
does something good, do you know what I'm saying? But
He's
yeah,
trying to, JK is trying to make up for his
Well,
mistakes.
JK, you think
That's what
if we win the Champions League, with Lampard, yeah, do you reckon they'll keep him on?
It's very likely. It's very
Yeah,
likely. Yeah, I'm being honest. It's very likely because Todd is very short on football.
yeah,
His
but he's
knowledge
not.
on
He's not.
football is
He's
bad.
not up to Todd anymore. He's realised he has to leave the.
Yeah, it's
Like
not.
Bobby
That's
said,
the
he
good
has to
thing.
leave it to Vivell, Win Stanley, and the rest of them. I think he's realised.
Yeah,
Uh,
I'm sure. I'm sure that's.
yeah,
I'm sure that's good. If
I
that's
think.
true,
Yeah,
I don't know if
JK.
that's true. But yeah, I'm
But
sure. I'm sure because I do remember him saying that he stepped down from that role. So yes. So just don't get involved in anything, please, before
exactly.
you do something
Yeah.
stupid.
How's
You know what I'm
I want
saying?
to ask you. You was at the game last night.
Yeah, I was.
How
I
was it?
couldn't record anything. My phone died.
No, I
Ah,
know. But
yeah,
I didn't go. I couldn't go myself. The atmosphere sounded lively. There was a few chants. I think when the fans were calling Anthony Taylor the C word.
yeah, yeah,
Chelsea made a
yeah,
statement telling the
mm,
fans to behave themselves and don't call
yeah.
Anthony Taylor as the C word. If
Mhm.
that ain't gonna happen. So like, they're trying to rule out you can't swear, you can't sing this song or that song. What's going on here? I'm not stopping. When I'm going to the bridge, I will sing the songs I used to sing for over 50 years. So that's what
Nick,
that board
Nick,
has to realize. Yeah,
Nick.
go on. Yeah,
Do you know I'm watching the West Ham Newcastle game, and
yeah. I
Joe
see.
Linton
It's
scored.
yeah,
Joe Linton scored a
3-1,
goal.
3-1. Yeah.
Yes, I know. Joe Linton scored a goal,
Oh God.
and it
Yeah.
was similar. The offside when they drew the offside line, it was very similar to Enzo's. Have you realized?
You mean James when you were not James?
Yeah, I
It
mean
was
the Reece James
yeah.
goal.
That was a
Yep,
goal, man. That was a goal. They
that's a
showed it.
clear goal.
It was a
I'm
goal, but
sorry.
VAR again
I
against
I
us.
am so sorry.
Oh God.
Chelsea were good, but the way Liverpool were bad.
Yeah.
And also to credit to the way we defended as well. I do think we
The
played well. It
defense.
was a positive draw for me.
Yeah.
There were lots of positives to take from this. I mean, the midfield, the defense,
Yeah.
Reece James. Do you know what I'm saying?
I couldn't
And
believe,
everything.
you know what? I couldn't believe it was going to end 0-0. I still, even the last second, I had hope because the way we were playing, attack
I know.
after attack after attack. It was so frustrating. I was mad when we
You
didn't
know
win
what?
that game.
I'll
But
get onto the attack
yeah,
in a
go on.
minute.
Yeah,
I'll
go on,
have a
go on,
rant
go on.
on the attack in a
Can,
minute.
can
Let
you
me just
take
finish
on
my.
just I'll be 5 minutes. Carry on, and after you put our decks on, please.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but yeah,
JK,
yeah.
JK.
Yes, sir.
How do you think we played though? Like attacking wise.
You know what? Everything was there, but some bums can't finish, and
Yeah,
some of
yeah,
these.
yeah.
And I'm
We
telling
know who
you,
that is, man.
like,
We know who that is
and you
still.
know that there's this main man I really want to have a conversation about. This is not player slander. He's the key reason why we lost that game. You can talk about cover and everything. Cover's also one of them. I'm going to get into in a minute. Do you know what I'm saying? João Felix was the reason why I don't want to go too much on João Felix. Clearly because at least he's one of those players that can take on players and at least create chances for himself. Do you know what I'm saying? But if you've got someone that like completely does nothing, and I'll get onto this in a minute, but let me talk about the positives. N'Golo Kante, this guy is not human. I'm sorry, because like he comes from injuries and still gives his 100%. Do you know what I'm saying? Even when he came on, he gave his 100%. There's a difference in the way we play in when he comes in. Do you get what I'm saying? And as Bobby said, if anyone should be asking for 500k, it should be him. Let's be honest. Like he's the only one that will die, bleed for this
Percent,
club.
100%,
Even
JK.
even when he's not even that is even when his body's not functioning well, he still doesn't put a foot wrong and still looks the best on the pitch. And it's incredible. It's incredible. It's like he's one of the most incredible players we've ever seen in this football era. I'm being honest. Do you know what I'm saying? That's why Kante is world class. Do you know what I'm saying? Not even world class. He's an elite midfielder. Do you know what I'm saying? So if we need to have him in our plans this season, so Hopefully, we can let that happen. And in that contract extension, put in a release clause that is expensive. I'm sorry, but this guy cannot go for 40, 30 million. He's like Enzo's price tag, in my opinion. You're not going to get this energy from any other midfielder, unfortunately, in the world. If you can name me one, tell me exactly. Do you know what I'm saying? No one could tell me. No one could tell me Partey can do that. Do what Kante does. No one could tell me Rodri can. And that Declan Rice that we're talking about. If you're watching today's game, I hope you understand why he's so overrated. Do you know what I'm saying? I mean, but yeah, back to the Chelsea Enzo. He's making 120 million look like a bargain. Do you know what I'm saying? I've seen some certain rival fans try and dig him out when we try look for little errors in his mistake and go, oh, Enzo, what's going on with Enzo Fernandez? Those are people with low ball IQ, so I don't listen to them. Do you know what I'm saying? They don't know football. Do you know what I'm saying? These rival fans. Sometimes they need to think before having a go at Chelsea signings. I mean, you have to look at context. But yeah, I do think Wesley Fofana also played very well. The backhand did. Koulibaly had a little bit of shaky moments, scary moments, really. But then that's just Koulibaly for you. But he played okay. Cucurella, massive improvement from last game, so I'm happy about that. Chilwell was a bit iffy on the wing. I do think he should have been a bit more stronger. With when taking on players, I do think he was getting muscled off the ball more. Konate, do you get what I'm saying? And also that's it for me with the positives. Negatives. Cover and Havertz. Cover Cover's not a striker, so I'll give him today. But I do think in the midfield he did lose the ball a lot. I'll be
You
honest.
don't think because we've been badly coached, yeah, you don't think that's because of the reasons why we've been missing? Because I think it's because that's the reason why we've been missing a lot of chances.
It's not even about. The thing is the coach can't teach you how to finish the chances like these. I'm sorry. These are chances that a 2-year-old will score. I'm being honest with you. I mean, like we can't be blame the coach for that. I'm saying Havertz, he's just not a good footballer. I don't even think he's a footballer. I'm sorry.
If an
I
offer
don't care
comes
what
in
he's
right
done.
in the summer, yeah, I'll get rid of him.
Deals, deals, and deals. The thing is, we're living off this Champions League goal.
One
You know
hundred
what?
percent, one
You
hundred
know what?
percent.
Forget it.
He's not.
He's just
He's
not.
not.
He's not good
He's not
enough.
a. He's
He's.
not a striker. I don't know if he's a cam. What is his main position? Let's be
You
real.
know, his hold-up play is disgraceful for a cam as well. It's horrible. Like he cannot turn. What's he on the pitch to do exactly? He's oh my god. Even people around me, they were saying this guy is bad. This guy is bad. Everyone in the stadium, whenever he lost the ball, there was always a boo. People will say that's bad on our players to do it on our players, but this guy is bad. He's bad. I'm telling you, he's not a footballer. I, bro, he's like Alicia. You saw my comment. This guy is Bambi on ice, and I even showed
I
you a
think
gift. He's bad. Oh,
JK. If you look at the
dude.
chances that we create, yeah, we create in abundance, but we just don't have a finishing touch at the moment. Maybe that was down to style of play as well. We didn't have a style of play, so we're not with Graham Potter. So a lot of things have got to be based on what the new manager brings to these players. That's another
But then
thing.
a manager can't teach you how to finish. We created enough chances for these games to win the game. Do you get what I'm saying? Even we the goal expected. We should have at least had three. We should have been 5-0 in the first half. If we watch our game again, if you go watch our full game, Chelsea should have at least scored 3, 4, 5 in the first half. Do you know what I'm saying? Like it's crazy, man. I mean, and it's not an excuse of João Felix. João Felix, he's another one. He's another one that has to. He needs to look at
But
himself as
JK,
well.
I think João Felix is a player. He's not he's not a player that relies on attacking that much. He's more a creative
He's
type of
more of a
player, you know.
creative, yeah. That's why I can't blame him. At least you know where he plays. Havertz, you don't know where he plays. And let's be honest, what's he in this team to do? He's got the most minutes out of everyone. What's the excuse? The
But
thing is, you've got.
don't you think Jao Felix is a bit greedy on the ball certain times? Because I look at him at certain times and I think that he's greedy on the ball majority of the time he's on the ball, and he needs to
Exactly.
be more passing on the ball, and that he knows that he can actually create at certain times, but he just
Yes,
lazy on the ball at certain times.
But
I think he can.
João Felix, yeah. There were times where he's picked out Havertz's runs, but what's Havertz done? Who do you rely on Havertz to score chances? Let's be honest.
But
Who, like, if I'm
you see
João
the
Felix,
slander, on Kai Havertz. Yeah, it's been happening for a minute now. But we come to terms that at certain games that they turn up for, in certain
deals
games they turn up for.
it's not slander. I'm sorry,
Yeah,
but
no,
it's not.
I know it's not slander, but obviously going on one single player more than the team, I don't agree with that. Like when it comes down to that, you know.
But I pointed out some other players as well. Cover wasn't great as well with his
Cover, yeah,
chances. And
cover.
that's what I'm
See, the
saying.
problem with cover, yeah, the problem with cover, right, is that he's a CM. He doesn't create a lot, but his energy around the place is good to have because he's aware at certain times on the ball, you know. But then he can't create, and that's a problem.
Yeah, exactly. That's the thing, and that's my critique of cover. Do you know what I'm saying? Yeah, he needs to do more creatively. Because also when he tries to create, he does lose the ball, and that's got us into getting beat in transition. And there were lots of counter attacks Liverpool had, and they were so bad they've wasted them all. I'm being honest. There were even minutes in the game where we just let Liverpool have possession, and they didn't do nothing with it. I looked at Liverpool stats, and then they've only had two shots on target, and that was it. Do you know that? And they had more of the ball.
I
They
know
had
that
two shots and two.
Liverpool were
Yeah,
poor on the ball. They were poor on the ball,
they were
like
bad. I'm
attacking at
telling
us.
you,
Yeah, Liverpool
they
were poor on the
were
ball,
bad.
but that was
I'm
because
telling you.
that was because of the players they've been having for a minute now. They've been having troubles, you know, certain
Yeah, I know that. I
troubles.
know that. But like, but for me, the thing is this: there were other players that were not doing well, but then the majority of the team did well. But then, if you look at it, football is a what if game. Do you get what I'm saying? We should have won that game. Everyone would have wanted it. But let's look at the factors on why we didn't win the game. It's not slander. It's pointing out the negatives. The thing is this: yes, the team. The thing is, people say people say we haven't got one player. Yes, I don't like to have got one player, but then I need to speak what I see. Do you get what I'm saying on the pitch? But
Carl
and I
Havertz.
can't say the key person to this loss was
Our
was Kai
finishing was
Havertz,
poor.
Kai
Our finishing
Havertz
was poor.
and João
At the
Felix.
end of the day, our finishing was poor. Yeah, no matter
It was
no matter what, if it's one player, our finishing was poor. Simple as.
yeah, I know that. But then who look at the thing is this. The thing is this. If you're playing in the role of where you're supposed to get goals, then the expectations will be on you and people will call you out more because at least because you're in that role, the key role where you're supposed to get goals. You can give me this crap about he's not a striker. The thing is, no one knows where he plays. Do you get what I'm saying? And there were times in last season where he was finishing, but then the numbers were just not good enough. Clearly because he was not playing enough last season, but when he did start playing, he was scoring. But at the end of the day, the numbers weren't good
But
enough. Do you get what I'm
here's my
saying?
take on the Havertz thing, yeah, JK. Yeah, if he stays right next season, like that's on the board's decision, not the manager's decision. It's the board's decision for him
It
to
would
stay
be
or not.
now. Deals is going to be the up to the new manager. They're going to bring someone and they're going to leave him to get along. Do all the football. No elite manager is going to come in the and the board are going to tell him, no, you have to keep this player or that player.
Sure
Uh,
about that? Because I'm pretty sure they made.
elite
I'm
managers
pretty sure they
won't
made.
accept. They won't
Dude,
I'm
come.
we have
pretty
to
sure they
admit,
made a
Chelsea,
clear
Yeah,
out list
Havertz is not
already.
Chelsea level. We have to admit that, unfortunately. Do you know what I'm saying? It's a fact. Do you know what it's a clear fact. I know we have so many excuses for this guy, the manager,
yeah.
the
We love.
style of
Look,
play.
we all love
But then
Havertz,
Nick,
but yeah,
at
go.
the end of the day,
He
the
had to
manager can't
score at
teach
least
you how to
one.
score easy chances like that and deal with. That's what I'm trying to say. So blaming the
Exactly.
manager for these missing the tactics
It's
for
not
missing
just. It wasn't
it's
just
not
last night.
only just the
How many
manager.
games?
You
How
know what
many
I'm
games
saying?
have we lost or drawn because Havertz missed? I'm not blaming
What you
Havertz only.
can
Felix was missing, but Felix, he's a great player for me. He will stay at Chelsea. It doesn't matter. Any elite manager can see
Nick,
that. Yeah, go on.
what you can blame the manager for is Graham Potter.
Mm.
He's not been good. We don't know his style of play. But then the
No.
players themselves are coaching themselves to create chances. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's another
And
factor. Yeah.
this is what I'm saying. And Potter has nothing to do with the wins we had under him. Anyways, I'll be honest. It was the players that were feeling under pressure, not Potter. Potter wasn't feeling under pressure. You really think this guy was feeling? No, he
No,
was
man,
relaxed.
he's laughing.
It's the players that fought for him to stay
Yeah,
for
of
some
course.
reason. But like for me, is this year. Like I look at some chances that you get, and I'm telling you, these are chances that you should be. I remember deals. These are footballers that have been taught how to finish
Yes, one
when they're
hundred
young.
percent.
They're not
They should know how to
exactly
finish a
when you're
chance.
young. When
But
you're young, these are techniques that
JK,
you should be learning when you're young.
but JK,
Yeah,
So
JK, here what I'm
we
saying
can't use
is
these
yeah.
excuses.
that's
Here what
right.
I'm saying is yeah.
Let's go. Sorry, deals. I
Go on.
want all of you to give the ratings soon. Um, let JK finish his point, and we go to
Yeah,
Dex as
I
well.
get we don't like to
I want
slander
to say
just one
something.
player.
I want to say something in a minute as well. I want to say
Yeah,
something in a
okay,
Yeah.
minute.
no problem. Yeah,
So
yeah,
what I'm saying is this: I know we don't like to slander one player. I don't, but then there's not only Havertz. João Felix missed chances, and he needs to do better. Do you know what I'm saying? But then there was some positives in João Felix's game. Other than
yeah.
the chances, let me just ask you guys this: other than Havertz's missing chances, what did he do in the game exactly?
Nothing.
Maybe let's ask Dex this
He
question
didn't.
because
Yeah,
if we get a Chelsea fan's point of view, they're going to be biased. So
he
let's just
does.
let's
Yeah,
let,
he
let,
gets certified. If anything, he gets into good positions, really good.
he
But
gets into good positions, but
yeah,
why
but
is
he
he not
can't
finishing?
finish.
But
That's
what
it.
does
That's
he
the
do on
problem.
the ball? That's my question. What has he done?
Yeah, last
Does he
night he
progress
didn't
the
do
ball?
much.
No,
Yeah,
does he? What has he done? Let's be honest. This season, I
yeah.
don't care about the numbers. The thing is, we're in a football era where people can overlook their crap performances with stats, and that's just how it is. People don't look at football the way they
Mm,
did back in the 90s and 80s, Nick,
that's
where you
right.
just look at
Yeah.
performances. Do you
Of
know what I'm saying?
course, too
It's a
many.
stat game.
Me, look, I'll never go by. I'll never count stats or that or this. I'll go with what I see. I see Havertz is not on it, and I don't blame him. He's been playing every single game. The guy needs to be rested, like we were saying with Mason Mount before. Havertz has been playing, game after game after game, and he said it himself. I'm not confident. He said it himself. When it comes to the goal, I freeze. Like all our strikers at the moment.
Then why
Uh,
is he here?
yeah, but they put him on the team sheet. He ain't going to say, no, I'm not playing. It's the managers we've had. What managers? Graham Potter, Bruno is doing exactly the same because Bruno has never picked
For
a team
me,
in
the
in
Premier
his
League is
life.
just not the league for him. Let's just say that.
Yeah, we don't. I won't say that to us. See what he does under the new manager we're going to bring in
And I'm
next
serious, but
season.
how long are we going to give these
I
players
don't want to
time?
say that.
I'm just
Yeah,
asking. I, I've been having a go at managers. I don't like Graham Potter. I don't. But then the players they're not
yeah.
babies. I'm sorry. They're not babies. They're grown
I
men.
understand what you're saying.
They know what's good for them. Do you know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? And this is why we do not go nowhere near the title. It's because we want to pamper these players and we want to give them that puppy look on their face. You know that the cartoons where
but
you had that sympathy
because
for them. That's
look,
what it
if
is.
we say sort of JK, if we had Enrique there, say we didn't have Potter, say it was still too cool.
Enrique will not let Havertz near
Yeah.
that team. I'm sorry.
No,
He would.
that's what I was saying.
I'm
It
just
comes
saying.
to that we don't have a money. We haven't had a manager, a proper manager since Thomas Tuchel. So we have to, and look at Havertz was playing a lot better under Tuchel. So we got to see what happens. But let's go to Dex. We haven't heard from him. Dex, were you lucky or were we very bad? That's the question.
Well,
Say the
first,
truth, please.
yeah. Well, firstly, hello everyone. And to answer your question, Nick, yeah, we were lucky to get a point.
I thought you said
I'm
because the
I'm
only
not
guy Dex always says the truth. He's like me.
yeah.
If we,
I
go on,
mean,
sorry.
many Liverpool fans I've told I knew
Yeah.
that they were lucky. I can't lie.
Yeah, I mean, listen, I watched a bit. I didn't watch all the game. I watched a bit of it because I was out.
Yeah,
But I'm not going to sugarcoat it. I watched the highlights, and yeah, all I've got to say from my point of view was a very, very lackluster, disappointing performance. And I was a bit angry.
but
Because
at least you got a point. I bet you were relieved to get that point.
oh yeah, no, I was.
Klopp
But,
was.
yeah, I was. Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, listen, at the end of the day, Klopp made a lot of changes. He benched a lot of players, whether that's to do with Arsenal Sunday or because of their bad form, probably it's a bit of both. But
Hmm.
I was expecting the players that were given a chance to put in a better performance, and to be honest, they didn't. Yeah, we just weren't on it. Like, I don't know what's happening. I don't know what's going on at the moment. I think it's definitely a confidence issue for us. I think some of the players are just low on confidence. I think the whole team, to be honest, is low on confidence.
Henderson said it yesterday. It's confidence.
Yeah,
He said it. I mean, you can tell because of them players are not like that.
no,
They've lost all confidence.
yeah,
In every position, I would say.
yeah.
Even Allison is doing little mistakes.
Yeah, he is. But to be fair, I'll give credit to Allison. Allison's been our best player this
He
season.
saved you,
Yeah,
but we should have scored. Havertz should have scored.
yeah. I mean, yeah, true. Allison's unreal keeper. Without him in those sticks, I think we would be lower down the table at this point.
Oh God, yeah.
But yeah,
sure.
like at the end of the day, I think apart from that, I mean, we had one chance where Fabinho had a shot from a corner when we had a corner. Thought it was going in, but I think it deflected off Reece James or somebody.
It was,
like
yeah.
it was quite close. But yeah, apart from that, we didn't do anything else. But the one thing I can't wrap my head around is that, like, I don't get like some of the selections. I don't get like why Curtis Jones? Like you got players like Cavallo on the bench. He hasn't been seeing the green. Why not give him a run out? He's better than most of the midfield. He's technically good ability. Yeah, he's young, but he's still good. Like Arthur. Why not give Arthur a run? He's only played 20 minutes this season. Like I know he's not a Klopp signing, but still, like at least give him a chance. He can't be any worse than the players we got at the moment in that midfield. Like probably do a better chance than Henderson. But
Where was Elliot? Where was Elliot? Dex. Elliot.
Elliot was dropped from the squad, so I don't know why he was dropped from the squad. Surprisingly, probably because we got C on the not C Arsenal on the weekend. But again, I'm surprised he wasn't involved. But it's just like we're just really.
You think
really
he dropped
poor.
certain players for your Arsenal game?
So, well, that's probably one of the reasons. But the other reason probably deals is that some of them just need a rest, and some of them have just not been good enough recently. So they need to experience being on the bench, and hopefully they can get a reality check. So, yeah, I mean, again, we were just very lucky to come away with a point. It's just we just didn't get going, and Chelsea were coming at us all the time, and apart from that, I thought Kanate he defended really well at times. I liked it when he blocked Cover's shot when he went round Allison. It was a great interception. I have to say that was probably his best moment of the night. But yeah, apart from that, we just weren't at the races again. And we need to stop. We need to. I don't know. We just need to find something, whether it's a goal or a win or something. We just need to get back up and running again. I don't know how we're going to do it, but only Klopp and the players can do it. They just need to find something in themselves to get in. But apart from that, like Chelsea, they've just, again, I've said this all the time. If they had a proper number 9 goal
Dex, do you
scorer,
think? Do you
they
think?
would.
Dex, do you think? Do you think because of this? Obviously the reappointment of Lampard until the end of the season. Do you think that was because Nagelsmann or Enrique said to the board that they can't join to the summer? That's why Lampard's coming.
I mean, well, listen, I'm going to give my reaction to the Lampard news because, I only found out because I found out at work because one of my colleagues said to me, "Oh, have you heard Lampard's gone back to Chelsea?" I'm like, "No, what do you mean?" It's like he's gone back as caretaker. I'm like, "Really?" And I looked on my phone and I saw it. I was like, "Oh my god!" And then I was a bit shocked, but I'll say this, yeah, fair enough. It's until the end of the season, but the thing that I don't get is that they've had Lampard before, and it didn't work out. I know it's till the end of the season, but most of the Chelsea fans were they were saying for this guy to get out and get sacked.
It might be a reason why he's coming in for though. That's what I'm saying. It might be a reason that Nagelsmann and Enrique
Yeah, I
saying that
told
they're not
deals.
ready. They're
Yeah,
Nick.
Let me
Nick.
say it
You
again.
might.
Dex,
They might be saying
deals.
to
Yeah,
They
deals.
might
Hold
be
on.
saying to Todd Bowley that they're not ready
Yeah,
until the summer.
deals. Let me tell Dex what I said to you. Look, the thing is, this Graham Potter team is still at the club. You saw Bruno, he said it himself. The guy knew they're thinking he'll bring someone else for now because he said, I'm here today for Liverpool. I don't know tomorrow. That's what he said after the game. And they've been talking, the board have been talking. They're talking with 7 different managers right now. They don't want to rush. They don't want to rush anything. And they thought to bring Frank Lampard interim to the rest of the season be the best thing to do right now for the atmosphere and for everything. And mostly is to get rid of the rest of Potter's team because it doesn't look right. Potter's gone and we still have Potter's men there. So that's the main reason.
I do hear that.
Yeah.
I do hear that, and obviously, that's what I said. It's good to have tool for a short term, but this is my personal opinion. I think, Lampard's got in it.
Sorry
But
to interrupt you. Yeah, I got your message, Alicia. Yeah, thanks for coming on. We see you soon again. You're welcome
Big up
anytime you want.
Alicia. Big up Alicia.
Yeah.
Big up.
Yeah.
Big up, everyone.
Big up to you. Yeah. So go ahead, Dick. Sorry.
Yeah, I mean, listen, my personal opinion, I think from my point of view, I think for the short term, I think JT should have been given the opportunity. Only basis that
he's coming to join. He's coming as well.
Deals, we don't know for sure, but maybe he is.
No, I know that, but I think he should have been given the opportunity more over Lampard, just because Lampard's had the opportunity, JT hasn't, and I think JT's more of a leader than Lampard was.
But we don't know. Maybe Dex. No, sorry. Maybe they asked John Terry, and he can't. Maybe he doesn't want to. Maybe something. We don't know what's going on. But for them to bring an ex-legend, it makes big sense to me. It doesn't matter if Lampard was here before as a manager, it didn't work out. This is for 9 more games, and maybe the Champions League. We don't know. Even without a manager, with Bruno, it doesn't matter. A new manager, that Champions League game with Real Madrid would have been the same for anyone.
Yeah, true.
It's the same players. It's up to the players if they want it, how bad they want it. Yeah, go on.
Yeah,
sorry.
But yeah, back to the game. I mean, I hear what Certified said, about Havertz and Felix. I mean, they were good at times. They did give us problems, but Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, like if Chelsea had a proper number 9 goal scorer, those chances would have probably been in the back of the net. Havertz just can't take. He just can't score big opportunities when they come to him because he's not a centre forwards. I think there's going to be big question marks about him in the summer. I think I would be surprised if he stays at Chelsea. I'm surprised if they don't sell him, but we'll have to wait and see. But it's it's just one of those things that I've said it for a long time. If Chelsea had a proper number 9 striker, goal scorer, those chances would be buried in the back of the net. And those are the chances. Like really, you need to score. You need to score those chances to win a game. The old saying is that if you don't take your chances when they come, they'll come back to buy you. So that's it. But apart from that, yeah, we're very flat. There's no energy, no link up play, very sloppy on the ball at times. We didn't keep it. Too slow in transition. Again, had 1 or 2 good counter attacks, but again, just no end products. And like I was very frustrated and angry because there was chances where Nunes was making really good movements, but he just wasn't getting the service. And I'm not thinking like I'm shouting at the TV, I'm screaming at the TV, saying what the hell is this midfield we got on our team? What is this? Like it shows you how poor our midfield is at the moment. It's so bad.
It was non-existent last
Yeah,
night. Really,
yeah,
it was so easy for our midfield.
yeah,
Kanté, Enzo, and Cover, they controlled it so easy.
yeah.
That's
Yeah,
why we want, attack after attack.
yeah.
But we just
that's
don't have a goal scorer. That's the problem.
Yeah, but that's just us thing. That's us this season. Like I've said it. We've said this time and time.
Yeah.
We said this last summer. We needed to reinvest in that midfield because that midfield is broken down. It's not high energy anymore. The players haven't got the legs. They haven't got the the running ability. This is why I can't wait for the season to end and for the summer window to come around because I'll tell you what, half that midfield won't be there next season. Most of them will. I'll be surprised if they stay at the club. Most of them are going to be shipped out. Or they're going to be dropped because there'll be a lot of new faces coming in. And yeah, like the last thing I really wanted to say was, and I'm a bit like, is it a sign or something? Is that Mason Mount didn't make an appearance again?
It wasn't in the squad, Dex.
Yeah,
Dex, I think now Lampard's in the building. Mount could possibly get game time now.
yeah, true. Yeah, it could.
Now
Yeah.
Lampard's in the building.
But
And Aubameyang, because he likes Aubameyang as well.
The bigger question is though, Deals, we got to ask though, is Mount gonna stay though? That's the big question.
He's
Possibly that's if he starts playing good under Lampard.
It doesn't matter if Frank plays him or not. He wants that contract. If let's see, that would decide about Mason Mount. Is he going to accept that at 180, or are they going to give him, something extra so he can stay? We don't know. Yeah. But Frank Lampard can, talk to him a lot and tell him what he has to do.
David Ornstein just released a tweet about Lampard coming, and his assistant's going to be what's it called? Joe Edwards.
Ashley Cole.
Joe Edwards.
Joe Edwards is Joe Edwards
and Ashley Cole.
And Ashley Cole, yeah.
Before when he came to Chelsea, wasn't it that what's that mate? That mate he had a derby. What was his name again?
Yeah. No, we had Jody Morris. Don't forget we had Jody Morris, our ex-player.
Yeah, he's a manager of Swindon now,
Yeah, that's why he's not with him. He would have been Jody Morris, but I'm glad he's someone else.
I've got questions certified quick.
Yeah.
JK, do you think Havertz will leave in the summer? Because I feel like he might be out the door. I don't know. He possibly might go to Germany. I don't know if Certified's there or not.
Certified, you there? He's probably doing something. Yeah, look, Dex, it depends what manager we get. Is he going? It depends. Havertz, he's still, he's going to be here for next.
Do you think the players will respect Lampard, Nick?
Yes, I have no doubt about the players. Yeah, they will, I think, because the way he is, they will. He's a top ex-legend, one of the best fielders in the world. Don't forget he was. So yeah, they will respect him. Yeah, I have no doubts about that one. But yeah, Dex. Yeah, to your point about Havertz, for me. It depends who we get as the permanent manager.
Yeah.
Is he going to want him first of all, or you know, that's why we mustn't rush him. We have to get the manager for next season, for pre-season, so he can see the whole squad and judge it from there. Who's going out and who does he want in? Because every manager, they have their own take. Yeah, but
Could I just say one more? Could I just say
yeah,
one more thing?
yeah. Go ahead.
I'm going to admit something right now, and it really pains me to say this, but I just think like at the moment with the teams around at the moment, just picking up points and all that, I don't think we're going to be getting top four. I think
No, oh God.
I think it's impossible.
You see, Newcastle, well, they're still winning. Well, no, it's 4-1. God,
Yeah, I just saw the
4-1.
goal, Nick. I just saw the
4-1.
goal.
Oh,
Now that's what
JK,
you're doing. Certified's looking at the
did you hear my
TV.
question? Oh,
Yeah,
Certified, did you hear my question to you, by the way?
Yeah, I just saw the goal. I'm
yeah.
watching the game.
Man
Oh,
United are winning,
certified. How do you
scraping
feel about
1-0.
going into Real Madrid with Frank Lampard, bro?
I think Real Madrid are winning as well, 4-0. I mean, I've got 2 games up
We're gonna get
already.
our
Benzema's
ass
got a hat
kicked,
trick.
bro. We're gonna get our ass kicked, fam.
Yeah, yeah. I think the best we can get is a draw and take it to the bridge. In the bridge, I
That'd be
think anything's
massive.
possible.
If we get a draw, that'd be unbelievable.
I think
Uh,
something does give me that factor as well because Lampard can install the belief.
yes.
Because he's got Champions League experience, he's won the Champions League. Maybe he can urge something. He's the only English manager I trust. I'll be so real. Um,
Even we know he couldn't be a top manager, but
he could,
Bro, we
yeah,
got
I
beat by
do trust
Bayern,
him.
bro. Bayern smacked us, bro. I'm not
but then
forgetting that,
also
bro.
deals. Yeah, but then deals. Remember, he could have won a trophy with us in the FA Cup final.
You
Um,
see,
but
you
But
see
we
what
lost,
unfortunately,
the
bro. We lost, bro. We lost, bro.
have
Man
you
ain't
seen
forgetting these
what
things, bro.
latest score? Barcelona 0, Real Madrid 4. That's the latest.
but deals. Just remember, I don't rate
Oh
Lampard as a coach. So
no,
it's not like I want him to stay long term. Do you know what I'm
Remember who
saying?
he's
But like.
coming up against? Don Carlo, man. Don Carlo Ancelotti, bro.
Yeah,
He
I
knows.
think we'll lose the game, but all I'm saying, I'm just saying the best we can get is a draw at the
yeah. Anyway,
Bernabeu. I'm
we
being
come
so
to
real.
that when we get there.
Yeah,
Let's Dex
for
Dex
me the
finish his
season's
point.
done. I'll be so
Certified.
Um,
real.
yeah.
Hold on.
My
Let
last,
Dex. Yeah,
yeah.
go, and then we do the ratings for the
I was gonna
Liverpool.
say, like,
Yeah.
JK, I asked you this question, but obviously, like, you were doing something. My question to you was, do you think Havertz will be leaving in the summer? Because I think that his time's pretty much ended. I think, depending on who the new manager is, I think if it's an Enrique, I don't think he's going to be into the team because he can't see his style of play because he can't hold the ball up and all that. And then if a Nagelsmann comes in, I don't know. I don't. You'll have like Nkunku, so Nkunku will be played over him because Nkunku's played under Nagelsmann before. Well, Havertz would have to adapt and learn the style. So I just want to know what you think, really.
I
I
think
think he
Havertz
can't.
will get sold in the summer still.
Yeah, what deal said? I can't lie.
Hmm.
And he should get sold in the summer. He's not the player we need going forward. He's just not Premier League level. I think he will do well in Bayern Munich, and even in his interviews, he's even shown that the Prem is not for him. And they'll remember there was an interview that he said to the Premier League official. I think the official Premier League I think they were interviewing him. It wasn't like something you could see on YouTube, but it was behind closed doors.
Hmm.
He said this league. He talked about this league is so hard to get goals in, so that's why I might not be scoring as much. Like Nick, you remember it? We were even talking about it on
Yeah.
the Blue
I
Stand when it
know.
was called the
Yeah,
Real
we did.
Chelsea.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's true.
I
Yeah.
mean, he's even showed signs that the Prem is not for him. I
And
mean,
when
he
he
loves
talks,
London.
Yeah.
But
You
then,
see him even last night after the game. The way he talks, he's very low. He's
yeah.
dead on confidence, and he shows on the
And for
pitch.
me, you could say he's the manager and everything, but like, I do think he's the manager to an extent that he still does get played. There's no competition to his position. But then,
Mm,
but then at the end of the day, the fact is this: I do not think some of the chances he gets, you just can't coach it. When you're a
no,
child, when you're a child, you're taught
he,
to
should,
finish
he,
these chances.
he has to do better
And
than yeah.
unless you want to blame his coach as a child, maybe you know what I'm saying. We can blame
True.
that coach, but at the end of the day, I just find it hard to believe that he hasn't been taught he's a professional footballer. We can't be saying we can't be pampering him. I
Yeah.
mean, for the best of his career, it's best that he goes to somewhere he will get space. Somewhere he can get space to have decision making when in front of goal, make his decision when being in front of goal. 'Cause it's such an
Mm.
open league that the Bundesliga. Do you know what I'm saying? So to answer your question, Deals, yeah, I think he'll get sold in the summer. But then if Nagelsmann comes in, I have a feeling he will stick with him. Maybe he can maybe he can tune in some confidence. But then at the end of the day, what I suggest is that we need a new striking coach in the training ground. I mean, whether it's Drogba, we need Drogba, Hasselbank. These
Depends.
are
Yeah, but
strikers.
depends what certified depends what manager we're gonna get. About let's see which manager.
But then
Depends
I
at
on
the
the
heard
end of the
manager.
day, Nick, I don't. The manager doesn't hire the coaching team. At the end of the day, it's
Yeah, of
the
course,
sport.
every manager has his team.
Oh,
Uh,
really?
they will-
Oh, yeah, they do.
yeah, of
Yeah.
course.
Okay, okay.
Yeah.
It
And then look,
depends. It depends
Frank.
really.
That's why Frank Lampard is coming with his team, so Bruno, Graham Potter's team can go. The new
Hopefully,
manager,
Lampard can
we
get the
yeah,
can bring in some
you know,
striking coaches. But like
yeah, of
for
course,
me,
he's the best
for me, Lampard
for
will be a good interim manager. Yeah, I'm happy with the
yeah,
decision.
yeah. Let me
Hopefully, in the process of him managing us throughout the end of the season, they can
yeah.
get in that manager to watch us coach Lampard and
They're talking
look at the
about right
players that he
now.
needs
They
to.
decided to do this because they want to talk to 7 different managers. It's not just
Yeah.
Enrique, Nagelsmann, Pochettino. It's everyone,
But
and they
when
want to.
what JK is trying to say to you is, Nick, yeah,
Yeah,
when we announced the new manager before probably the end of the season, yeah,
yeah.
we need the new manager that we're announcing to come watch a game and
Oh yeah, of
assess
course.
the squad.
Deals.
Because
Even
that's what
now,
Ten Hag done with Man United.
yeah, they will
That's
be
what he done with Man
watching.
United.
The ones who are
That's what
I
he
talking
think
done with
it's,
Man
it's up to
United.
you.
deals. The
That
ones,
no no that's what
all the
that's what.
managers. Forget Ting Hard.
Yes, but what I'm
All the
saying, the new
managers.
manager needs to assess the squad.
Yeah, but it
For him
depends
to
on
assess the squad, he needs
that
to
will
come watch
happen.
the
Yeah,
players.
forget
Yeah,
Man United do their way. We're gonna do our way. Forget Man United.
It's
But
the best way, Nick.
yeah,
Unfortunately, the manager and it makes more sense. And it
yeah, I
makes sense.
understand
You know what I'm
what
JK,
saying?
you're
Deals
talking
is
facts,
saying.
bro. You're talking
But
facts,
yeah,
Oh,
bro.
it's 5-0 Newcastle,
yeah,
5-1.
it's the best. Yeah, it's a good. The best thing is to do is that. But right now, we don't know who the new manager is going to be. Once we know, then of course he's gonna be
Yeah,
there to
Nick,
see
that's what we're
games.
saying.
Yeah,
Once we know the
exactly.
new manager,
Yeah.
then
Yeah.
what? And plus, Bowley is that type of owner that will
Mm.
let.
Oh
He's more free. He's more free and welcoming to people watching
yeah,
Chelsea games. You know what I'm saying? So,
yeah, for
yeah,
sure.
I
Let's
if
go.
if
I've read
We come
about
back to the managers in a minute.
yeah.
Let's get your ratings. Sorry, Dex, you're saying.
I was going to say, not Nagelsmann's. He's got a big backroom staff. He's got like about five
Yes, of
members of his
course.
backroom staff. Two
Everyone has their
coaches.
team. Look at Graham Potter's team, a big team, but none of them
I
knew
Dex, who
nothing.
do you think's the better manager, Enrique or Nagelsmann?
Oh God, there we go.
Uh,
Forget that. Yeah, go on, answer, Dex. Go on, sorry.
I mean, that's
It's,
it. It's hard to answer because they're good in their own right and they're very good.
exactly.
They've been around. But
Everyone's
if I
got
had to
their
pick
opinion.
one, I'd have
You,
to say Enrique because he's more experienced in
yeah,
my.
that's what I said. I'll go for the experience, not the younger up and coming coach. We had that with Potter. We don't need another one. Yeah. Anyway, let's move on to the ratings because it's going on. Let's start with deals. Chelsea players ratings. Kepa,
I'm gonna give Kepa a 7. Still, he had a good game.
7. Yeah, he was good. That's what I'll give him 7 as well. Certified Kepa.
Kepa, I think he gets. He
How
did
much?
put a foot wrong. I'll give him 8.5. I mean, he
Ooh,
didn't have much to do. I
that's
can't lie.
that's massive.
Liverpool are just not good, in
No,
my
he done
opinion.
his job. Yeah, that's very generous. 8.5 though. But yeah, he done everything what he had to do. Yeah. Bobby, are you
Who,
back?
Kepa?
Yeah, Kepa, please.
Kepa, he seemed to have a bit of a quiet one today. I don't recall him really
Mm,
making any mistakes, so I'll give him a 7.
yeah, fair. That's what I gave him because he had 2 saves to make. He made them. He wasn't attacked a lot, so he had a quiet time, like you said. Yeah. Let's go to Fafana. Deals. Oh, Deals is gone. Maybe connection. Certify. Fafana.
He gets a 7. He did very well, very very well.
Oh yeah. Deals is back. Okay, 7. Yeah, I got 2 deals now. Then.
Sorry that I just
Oh,
pressed
that's
the
all right. It's all right.
off
Yeah,
button.
I have to go.
It's called
Yeah, sorry. Yeah.
Fofana got man of the match for me.
Mm,
I think he played horrendous, terrific for us. Still, I think it was a good performance.
great. Yeah.
I think it was a 9 for me. Still,
You're giving
he was
Fafana
there
man of
every
the match.
moment of defensive
Yeah.
wise. I felt that every time Liverpool come up against us, he was always there to defend. So obviously, good performance for Wesley Fofana. He's been terrific for us for the last
Yeah.
5 games after seeing him. So I think
Let's
he's
hope.
been good
Yeah.
recently. So
Yeah.
yeah,
These
I'm
days.
gonna give him a 9.
Yeah, he was great. He was.
Nick, I'll change mine to 9 as well.
For Fafana, yeah. So he's your
Yeah.
man of the match as well, is he?
I think there's
So
2 man of the matches for me. Actually, about 3.
oh, all right. We come to that. So 9 for you and Deals. Um, Bobby Fafana.
Yeah, I'll give him a 9 as well. I like that kid. When he's fit,
Yeah,
he's
great
dynamite.
play. Yeah, he's good. He's good. Yeah. So 3 nines. Sorry, Dex. Dex, did you say Kepa or I didn't come to you?
I'll just do my own right. I'll
All
do
right.
my.
You
I
want to
mean,
do? You want to
I'll,
do the Liverpool
yeah,
or
I'll just do my own, just make it a bit more, interesting.
different?
Um,
Okay.
I'll give Allison a 7 because I thought he was our best player. And then centre backs, Kanate, I'll give him a 5. So yeah.
Okay. All right. We move. So where was I for father? Yeah. Koulibaly deals
Koulibaly, I'm gonna give him a 7 still. I think he had a alright game,
7.
but it's just like on certain times,
Yeah.
yeah. On
He's
certain times on the ball, he's kind of sloppy on the ball. I
he's
think
yeah yeah
he's not, his confidence is low at the moment. I think it's because he's not used to the Premier League yet.
yeah
I think give him another season, he'll probably be used to the Premier League. I'm gonna give him a 7. So
7. Yeah. Good mark really. I'll give him 6.5 myself because so many balls were wasted. He was
no,
passing
he
to
played
Liverpool.
one pass though. He played one pass to the attack, and it was one
Yeah, he
good
won.
little pass
Yeah,
still.
I remember that. That was one though, just one. If you think about it, all the balls he gave away, was bad. He defended well, but yeah, 7's fine. Yeah. What was Certify Koulibaly.
Played well today. 7.5.
7.5. Yeah, the back three were good, really. Yeah, I'll get that. Bobby Koulibaly.
Koulibaly, I'll give a 7. He was okay, but there
Oh,
was some
yeah.
odd times
Sorry.
where you kind of wondered, about him. But
Yeah,
yeah, I mean, he
it's
was
true.
actually. Do you know what? I'm thinking back and I'm thinking of some of the tackles he made and that. So maybe I do him an injustice. I'll give him 7.5.
Yeah, it's about fair. Yeah, he was good at the back. He was. Just his passing was a bit off, I think. Yeah, I'll get that. Yeah, Dex.
Matip, I'm gonna give him a 3. He was a bit poor at times, bit
Yeah,
bit unfocused
well,
on the back.
that's yeah. He was very poor. God, he was. Yeah, 3 you're giving him. Yeah, I
Yeah.
don't blame you. I don't blame you at all. Yeah, yeah. So let's go to Cucurella deals.
Cucurella, I feel that on certain games that he's been alright, but last game against Aston Villa he wasn't that great. This game he's coming alright. I think he had a right game. Remember that tackle that he made at one stage. He made the one little tackle to Jota, and he defended that well.
Yes.
So I'm gonna give him a at least 6 or 7.
Yeah,
Seven. I'm gonna give him a
7.
7
Yeah,
still. 7.
yeah. I'll give him 7 as well. He was okay. The back three done the job for me. Yeah, really. Yeah. Certify.
So what do you say?
Cucurella.
He gets a 7 as well.
Yeah, you got him. Yeah, 7. Bobby.
7.
Yeah, we all agree 7. Yeah, he has a good game really. Yeah. And Dex. Dex, are you there?
Yeah, sorry. Gomez. I mean, there were times he did all right going forward. Probably give him a 4, being nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Too nice. Too nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll get you. Yeah. Let's go to Reece James deals. Your
Reece James, I think
yeah.
that obviously he had a goal that was offside, obviously.
It wasn't
Um,
offside, really, was it?
but
Well,
I
great
feel
God, what a shot it was!
it was offside still.
You
It
think?
was offside.
What? It
Yeah,
was
yeah,
so
it was
No,
offside.
close.
do you know
You know
Joe
why it was
Linton? If you
offside?
watch the
You know why
game,
it was offside? Because
Joe
of Enzo's
Linton's
body.
goal today, Joe
Yeah,
Linton's
Enzo's
goal
body
today
was
was checked by
offside, bro.
VAR and it was similar position to Enzo, and he got allowed.
Yeah, it was his body that made him offside, bro.
it was the feet.
Yes,
Then
The
how
it
was
was his
Joe
body,
Linton's goal
bro.
standing? It's
It was
clearly
his.
an agenda against
If you
Chelsea.
see
because it's agenda.
If
We
if
know
you see
that.
the body, yeah, no. If you see Enzo's body, yeah, it was offside still. It was
Yeah,
offside.
I
But
It's
don't
all,
know.
but Dios, have a
it's
look
all
at
to
Joe
do with that
Linton's
rule
goal.
they brought in, isn't it? It's all to do with that new rule they brought in where any part of your body that's not in line with
Yeah,
the
but it
line of
wasn't
Yeah,
the
man.
body for me. It was the boots. There were who was it on the line? God,
I'm not gonna go with this VR bullshit
Yeah.
because at the end of the
no.
day we had some shit
Oh,
manager. Yeah,
Nick, here's a prime example. I remember, I think it was like 2 seasons ago. I think we played Villa,
Yeah,
and Salah's goal was offside because of his shoulder. His
yeah. I
shoulder.
mean, yeah, I understand. Yeah, this
Yeah.
is too much, man. This
I
me.
feel
I
that
mean, you know, I
I feel like
don't
Reece
agree
James,
with this
yeah,
VAR rubbish. I wish it
he's been off
wasn't there.
his normal self for at least 3 4 games, but maybe that's
He's,
because he doesn't want to get injuries. You know,
yeah, but
maybe. Yeah,
he's
he's
getting
getting
there.
there. He is getting
Yeah,
there. I
yeah,
just think
yeah.
that he didn't have a good game yesterday. I don't think
Not
he was on.
brilliant. We expect more from
I
him
didn't think
because
he. I didn't think he was on to form. That the normal Reece James that going bombing up forward. You know.
yeah,
That's because, like I said, maybe it's because of the injury situation he's been in.
And don't forget, he's
Um,
just come back, so we
yeah,
have
yeah, he
to
just come back as
be
well.
fair. Yeah,
Because of the offside goal, I'll give him a 7 still. I'm gonna give him a 7.
yeah, he deserves a 7, I think, as well. I gave him before 7. Certify. Rhys James.
James, I
Yeah,
think you didn't play badly. I think
no.
he tried his best, but at the end of the day, he's not giving 10 out of 10 because he doesn't want to get injured. I agree with Deals. And I do
Mm,
think once he gets that competition at the right back position, I think that's where we're going to see the proper Reece James. So that's why it's good that we brought in Malo Gusto.
yeah, for sure.
But for me, Reece James gets 7.5.
Yep, 7.5. Yeah, yeah. Bobby.
Yeah, I'll give the same 7.5 for Reece James for the
Yes.
same reasons. Also, I think because of his physique, it tends to always take Reece James a little bit longer to get up to speed after injury.
Bobby, do you think it's because of his injuries that's why he's playing cautious at the moment?
A little bit of both. A little bit. I think he's being cautious because he doesn't want to aggravate anything. I think that's natural, but I think he's also needing to get game sharpness.
Mm,
I've always noticed that with Reese, whenever he comes back from injury, he tends to need a little bit of time, a couple of games here and there to get game sharpness. Whereas someone like N'Golo Kante, he just comes back and bang, he's got game sharpness, at a very short rate, period
God.
of time.
Yeah.
Chilwell, sometimes he takes time to get game sharpness. So I think that, coupled with the fact that he's cautious anyway, not wanting to get injured,
Mm,
is
yeah, I agree. Yeah. So what you give him? Sorry, 7.5. You said.
7.5. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. We all agree, I think. And yeah, Dex.
Um, Timikas, I thought
Yeah,
he was
Timigas, I think. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Go on.
okay. But again, he just kept on giving it away a lot of times. So I'm gonna give him a 4.
Yeah. So far, your highest mark is 4, but yeah, I do agree though. Yeah.
Well, the Liverpool players that bad. I don't think some of them aren't that bad, Dix. I can't lie.
Who's that certified?
I'm just saying, Dex. Don't you not think at least some Liverpool players did play well? I think some of them did give us
Yeah,
some
we're
dangerous
gonna
moments.
we're gonna come to them.
I think Jota
One by
played
one.
very well for them, man.
Yeah,
That's the only one
let's
that
go
I
one
think
by
played well
one.
for them.
Yeah, we come
Even
to them.
Nunes.
Yeah,
No,
hold
Nunez
on.
was shit. Nunez was shit.
JK,
He got.
In the first half, he was
Tim,
okay, but then the second
can
half,
we come can we talk about the player when we come to him? It's easier, please. Yeah. So where was I now? Yeah, Ben Chilwell, I think deals Chilwell.
Chilwell, I think he's been good recently. I think that he's had a few good games recently. Playing that left wing back role. I think that's what he's more suited to.
Mhm.
And yeah, I'm gonna give him a at least an 8. I'm gonna give him an 8. I think he had a good game.
Yeah, I've seen better, but he's okay. Since he's come back, he's been okay for me.
We got him into certain situations and
Yeah,
certain spaces as well. He got into certain spaces in the game.
he's always a
So
threat.
I'm gonna give him
Yeah,
an 8 still.
yeah, because he's always a threat on goal. Always. If anyone we can rely on to get us a goal, it's Chilwell. Imagine we have to rely on our wing backs and other players.
I think Chilwell's more up to speed at the moment than Reece James. 100%.
Yeah, I think he came back earlier. I think that's why. Yeah. Or certify.
Chilwell, I wasn't impressed with his performance.
Hmm.
But then it's a one-off. He's been very good for us. Um, so I'm gonna give him a 6.
6. Yep. Yeah. Yeah. He had an average game. Yeah. I think he deserved more than a 6 myself, but Yeah. Well, anyway, I think I gave him 7 as well. Bobby, Chilwell.
Yeah, Chile did well yesterday. He really looked lively. I'm going to give him an 8. Possibly could have scored if he
Hmm.
had his shooting boots on, but what the chance he missed was a reasonable chance. It was from range. He sliced it really rather than catching it sweet.
Yeah. Yeah.
It can happen. So yeah, I'll give him 8.
8. Yeah. Very good, Mark. Yeah. Yeah. I'll get it. Yeah. Let's go to sorry. The Dex. Uh, who was it?
Yeah.
Was it
Um.
Rob? No,
For,
no. Rob Wilson didn't play.
no,
Henderson.
for Fabinho, I'm gonna give
Uh-huh.
Fabi.
Yeah.
He was very lackluster. Well, wasn't winning enough battles in the midfield. Kept on
Gave
getting.
gave us the ball a lot of times as well.
Yeah, I'm gonna give him a 3.
Yeah.
Bit
So
bit
keep
below Paul.
your self fight's low. Don't worry.
Wait,
3. Yeah.
wasn't it Dexter? Wasn't it not Fabinho that lost the ball to Kante to cause the Havertz goal?
Yeah,
That was this.
yeah, it was.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
was. Yeah,
It
because you
was.
know
Yeah.
what I was saying. Sometimes I can't see the players properly, so I wanted to.
Oh yeah, but it's hard when you're at the stadium. Sometimes, yeah, it's true. Yeah. Let's go to Enzo Fernandez deals.
Enzo Fernandez, I think he's had a good game still recently. I think that he got into certain spaces on the ball, and
Mm,
he's showing us the reason why we bought him for 120 mil, right?
yes.
He's playing in certain areas yesterday, but I didn't like the fact that he's playing on his own in the DM role. He shouldn't be playing in the DM role. That's what Kante should be playing as, not him.
Yeah. I
So
didn't
I'm
know.
gonna give
Yeah,
him a
yeah.
I'm gonna give him a I'm gonna give him a 7.5.
God, that's low. I'll give it. For me, he was my man of the match. Fafana was close with them too. I gave Enzo 9. Man of the match for
I
me.
think the passes that he was making. I think the passes that he was making. Obviously, that's the reason why we brought him in.
Yeah,
To make them
yeah, but great,
certain
great.
passes.
And he
Like we
nearly
know
scored.
that,
Yeah,
but we know
yeah,
he
go
can
on.
shoot as well. He can also shoot as well, but we can't see that until we bring a DM in. Until we
Yeah,
bring a DM in, he can go up forward and actually do his proper work in.
yeah, yeah. But we controlled. For me, the midfield was great. We won. We should have won the game because we controlled the midfield. All 3 of them. Yeah, I'll come to the next. Yeah. Anyway, so you're giving 7.5. You said.
Yeah, 7.5.
Yeah,
No,
certified.
give him an 8. I'm gonna give him an 8. Let
8.
me give him an 8.
Okay. Yeah, I think it deserves at least an 8. Yeah. Anyway, yeah, certified.
He gets a 9. I mean, let me tell you this.
Agree.
I understand we're pushing him to this a role that he's not used to, but at the end of the day, he still is coping with it. And
Hmm.
for me, he did retain the way he retained possession was impressive. And
Yes.
for him to do that, especially in a position that he's never used to playing in, I think that just says a lot about this guy for when he
Great.
does play in his actual position. Do you know what I'm saying? I mean, for me, it's just about getting that world class DM. The thing is, we know Kante. The thing is, Kante does is not sitting DM deals. He's a player that likes to. He's box to box.
It's
Um,
everywhere.
yeah, that's the
Yeah,
thing.
yeah, yeah, it's
He's
true.
more box to box. The reason why Kante is class is because he can come back to retain the ball from wherever he is. He can run back. I know you don't get DMs like Kante. Do you get what I'm saying? There's not many. You're not going to get another Kante in this world, and that's why
No,
we cannot sell him. You're
yeah.
never going to get a Kante again.
Anyway,
I'm
we're
sh-
talking
I'm so,
about Enzo now.
I
We
know.
come
I'm
to.
just saying. Okay,
I
yeah,
know. Yeah.
we'll come. Especially okay, Enzo Fernandez. Even Enzo Fernandez, he makes 120 million look like a bargain. I'm sorry,
Absolutely.
but this guy is worth what we paid for.
He
I know
is.
people don't see it because we haven't been tactically sound, and that's the manager to blame, Potter. Do you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? But you tell me, I'm telling you, This team can be a title-winning team under a new manager. I'm
Under
telling you
a
this.
proper manager,
They
yeah,
just
for
need
sure.
time. These players just need time. You know what I'm saying? These new players. You know what
Yeah,
I'm saying? And yeah, so Enzo Fernandez gets a 9 man of the match. Key passes. He dominated the midfield, and it says a lot. It just says a lot about. You just think it's crazy. Him and Kante, but like Enzo, people don't give him the credit he deserves, man. It's
mm,
crazy. I mean, it's only Sky Sports that has been talking about him, and I've been impressed. At least they're talking about Enzo Fernandez. You know what I'm saying? Not saying he's a flop or anything, but yeah.
yeah, for sure. Yeah, I mean, for me, he was man of the match. I told you. Yeah. So Bobby, Enzo.
Yeah, Enzo, what a special player. I think he's getting overplayed. That concerns
Mm,
me. He's young, he's fit, but this idea of flogging a player, no matter how much you spent on him, he's got to have a rest to get the best from him at a more consistent rate. Since
yeah.
he set foot on these shores, he's been playing football without rest. I don't think it's reasonable. Um, I would, I mean, I would rest him against Wolves, to be honest. Rest him for Real Madrid. People like to play Gallagher. Well, try put him in there.
Yeah, it
Rest
looks
of
like, and
or
it looks like Frank could put Gallagher.
yeah,
Frank
Gallagher
Lampard is going to
or
be in charge.
Zakaria
Mount's
Yeah,
going to be playing back to his
Mount's gonna
best
be
now.
back playing.
or
yeah,
Zakaria.
Mason Mount could be back, you know. I'm telling
yeah.
Well,
you.
We'll
Mount
talk
actually
about that
needs
after.
the
Sorry
game
for
time,
Chris.
so that
Yeah,
could be a
we're
good
not
game for
Enzo.
him.
Sorry, Bobby. Carry on. Yeah,
I say Mount actually needs the game time if he's coming back, so that could be
yeah.
a
We
good
see
game on him.
because he's
I,
yeah.
I, I would put Enzo on the bench for that one. I
So
No
what you?
know,
way, no
I know,
chance.
I know
No
Well,
the fan
chance.
base
Not in the
will.
earth in the world did you just say that Enzo you put him on the bench? No way, hell
no,
no.
to rest. He's talking about.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
what you giving
I
Enzo,
know,
Bobby?
I know the fan base will be up in arms already. You can hear
Yeah.
them all up in arms about
Well,
Frank coming
you say
back,
Enzo
and
on the bench for Real Madrid? Is that what you just said?
No, he
no,
didn't
how
say
would
that.
I
Oh,
say that?
oh,
Ahmed?
For
oh, oh.
Wolves, for
God,
Wolves.
God.
I mean, for Wolves.
Let's let Bobby talk, please.
I'm, I'm
Yeah.
saying I'm saying because he's been playing too much since he set foot on our shores. He's been playing football. He needs a rest. I noticed it a little bit against Liverpool. He's only
Mm.
human, because he's young and fit. He's not, you're not this flogging players till they drop, and then pick up an injury, and then you suffer for months and months on end. Then we need to stop that. Enzo, I don't
Yeah.
think really needs to play against Wolves. There's
I
Zakaria.
agree. We don't want to risk him for having not play for against Real Madrid. That'd be
Yeah, exactly.
disaster.
There's
Yeah, go.
Zakaria, there's Gallagher, there's even a returning
There's no
Mount.
point. There's no point playing, against Wolves in a league game where our league is finished. We can't go down. We can't go up.
Well, you can't say you can't go down. You still have
No,
to
we
get
can't. We
some
need one
points.
more point to be sure.
I'm not even, the others aren't too far away. But
Yeah,
yeah,
no,
I mean,
I think we're okay.
he
Just
still needs to be rested. But
yeah.
yeah.
So, what did you give him? Sorry,
Oh, right. I'll give Enzo 8.
8.
He
Yeah,
did well, yeah.
yeah, yeah. I agree. Dex.
Henderson, mate, awful. Probably the worst on the pitch. I'm going to give him a 2. Very poor.
He
Wasn't
was
winning the
poor.
ball back enough. Weren't
God,
pressing.
for
Was lackluster at times. Kept on getting drifted past.
yeah,
So yeah,
unusual for a
2.
great player like him. He's really
Yeah,
gone off.
yeah,
You know,
100%. Yeah,
yeah,
so I'm going to give him a 2, Nick.
yeah. I don't blame you, not at all. Yeah. Let's go to uh, cover deals. Kovacic.
Kovacic I think he had an awful game. To be fair,
Awful.
yeah, I
Yeah.
think he had a woeful game today. Yesterday. Still, I thought that
Mm.
certain passes on the ball. He's been like not active on the ball recently. I don't know what that's down to. Maybe that's down to him being played too much, like Bobby was just saying about Enzo as well. Um, I feel that they've been playing too much football and obviously I
Mm,
think the tactics what he's been given, I think in that midfield he's not really been that midfield that we expect yesterday. Um, Obviously not finishing that properly. He didn't finish his target yesterday on the ball when coming up against Liverpool. Um, I don't know what that certain target is. Well, maybe he felt pressured at the time of finishing. But it should have been a finish from him.
yeah,
Um, but we didn't see that finish, so I'll probably give him a 6.5.
yeah.
Yesterday.
Okay. Yeah, a certify. Certify, are you there? Let's go to Bobby. Bobby Kovacic.
You know, Cover is somebody is almost and so annoying sometimes. His
Mm,
finishing doesn't do his skills justice. It's just such a an anticlimax to such a climatic player.
mm,
I felt disappointed, especially that chance he missed when he was 1-on-1 with the keeper. The finish was so weak. Um,
mm.
I'm going to give him 6 for that, to be
Yeah,
honest.
I understand. Yeah.
You think Lampard might drop Kepa?
We come to
You
that in a
think he's
minute.
gonna
Let's
drop
finish.
Kepa?
No, he shouldn't draw Kepa.
I JK, do you think he's gonna drop Kepa for
Well,
Mendy?
Deus, please, let's finish this rating. We come to Kepa and Lampard after this. We're nearly there. Because I'll forget it and I don't know where I am then. So where was we? See, we done Enzo, cover we just done. Certify, are you there? Certify is doing something, so I'll go to Dex.
Can I add one thing to this?
Yeah.
I would like to think that people like Vivali, Stewart, and Winstonley
Mm,
are professional enough and astute enough to speak to the players about Lampard, since most of them were there before appointing him, because
mm,
there's no point reactivating any of this so-called bad blood. And
yeah.
I would expect Lampard himself, if he wants to be successful, he should make peace with whoever it was he fell out with
Oh, for sure.
when he left. This is an
Yeah.
opportunity.
Yeah. I think he will, Bobby. We know what sort of guy he is. He will
Do you
talk.
know that the
So
only ones that he
Yeah.
clashed with was Alonso and Rudiger? You do know that, right? And they've
Yeah,
gone now.
mostly, yeah, it was Alonso,
Yeah,
Rudiger.
yeah.
Yeah,
he
it
didn't
was.
like Zuma. I didn't Zuma. I don't think he had a relationship with Zuma as well.
No, Zuma was a wrong choice to let go that
Yeah,
time.
and
At
also
the time,
Nick, him and David Luiz had disagreements as well, and
yeah.
I think that's the main reason
Can
why
we
Well,
he
he
let him
got
finish
go.
rid of
this?
David Luiz on the off.
Yeah, let's
Yeah.
finish this. We're nearly there. Sort of, we was Kovacic for you, Kovacic.
I think I don't want to be harsh on him, so
Mm,
because he wasn't good. Okay, he was okay, but I can say he was average. So when I rate average performances, I know them. I normally give them a 5.5. Um,
mm,
this is no disrespect to Cover. He's a good player. It's just this last game most of Liverpool. I saw it closely. He lost the ball most of the times, which caused Liverpool's breaks. Dexter will tell you as well.
mm.
You guys are benefited of Cover's loose balls. He did try, which I respect him for, to give these through balls, but at the end of the day, he's not a ball carrier. He's normally a person who would like to go and come short. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, he gets a 5.5.
Okay.
Dex, do
Deck.
you agree?
Yeah, I do agree with that. Yeah, yeah, there were times where Covington made some of these passes, but at the end of the day, we didn't capitalise on it, so it doesn't really mean anything. But
No, that's
yeah,
we know he can be better. Kovacic on his day is one of the best midfielders in the world.
Yeah, of
For
course, of course. The
for
thing
me,
is,
yeah, but he wasn't yesterday. I know, I agree.
when I give ratings, I don't. I'm not an emotional
I gave
person. That's
him
just how I
I
am.
gave him 7 myself
yeah.
for yesterday. But yeah, I understand. Yeah, go on, Dex.
Yeah, my one, Curtis Jones. Again, I'll give him a 4. Just wasn't brave enough. There were glimpses where he tried to do something by linking up to
Mm,
Nunes and that, but it's just wayward passes again. Just poor link up play. So I'm going to give him a
You
5.
sure, Dex?
okay. Yeah, deal. All right, let's go to
I thought Jones
County.
deserved it too.
Yeah, certified. Hold on, please. We
Yeah,
come to that. Who's gone?
I mean,
I see our fans saying that we're gonna win a Champions League with Lampard. Be fucking
Oh God!
serious, bro.
Yeah,
We're
well,
not
then
winning no
forget.
Champions League with
Let's
well,
finish
Lampard.
these
We're
ratings,
not.
please.
What the fuck, man?
Our
yeah, but
fans,
Nick,
you know,
Nah, the
that's
season's
what I'm
done
going to give
already. I
anyway.
feel.
That's what I'm going to give
yeah,
the rating.
some people are, over excited. I think. Yeah, go. All right, let's go to deals with Kanti, please.
Kante, yeah, is such a special player to have in his midfield. He shows every time why he's the best DM midfielder in the world, right?
Yeah,
Yesterday, he was in the midfield and we missed him badly. We
he
missed him
showed. He
badly,
showed.
yeah.
Yeah,
And that surgery that he had, it was a good surgery that he had, yeah, because he's come back even 10 times better, yeah.
it's more
Listen,
fresh. Yeah, go
listen,
on.
listen, 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 listen. I feel that in certain areas that he played yesterday in the pitch, right? He was there always because he knew what Kante knew what it meant to be there every minute of the pitch, right? Every
Mm,
moment he was there, right, defending on certain areas. Whether he was up the pitch, whether he was at the back of the pitch, he was always there. So I'm gonna give him a 9. He was a match of the day. He was a man of
right
the match
for you.
with
Yeah.
Wesley Fofana.
Okay. Yeah, he was great. Kanti always is for me. Yeah. Certify.
He
Kanti.
gets a 9.5.
Hmm. So it's your man of the match.
Man of the month for me.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. He was great.
JK,
Unbelievable.
bonjour, bro.
Hmm?
Yeah.
Bonjour,
Hold
bro.
Yeah, bonjour. Hey,
My
you
broski.
know how it is, deals, bro. It's the French players. That's
Come on,
Yeah.
that's
broski. Come on,
Yeah, of
broski.
that's
course.
when he gets it.
Yeah, don't forget certifies a French supporter. France.
Yeah,
Alle
I'm
bleu.
from there as well, so
Yeah, I know you are.
He's
yeah.
from there,
Eh,
Nick, bro. He's from there, bro.
yeah, I
Yeah.
know. That's what I'm saying. Elle bleu. Elle bleu. I love that
It's
sound.
Alain Le Bleu.
Well, can
Yeah, I
you
can't
speak
say it
French, Nick?
properly, but no.
No, I taught him the word.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I can't speak French. Yeah, that's about it. Anyway, yeah, sorry. Bobby Canty.
Kante, I'll give him a 9.5. N'Golo Kante is a mercurial player.
Yeah,
He is so good at what he does. And when you know that a player is absolutely world class, you notice him once he's on that pitch. He makes a difference. He makes a difference. And you
yeah,
can see why we're so poor without him.
yeah,
N'Golo makes a bad manager look good because
exactly.
he does so much. And this is why, sadly, this is why people overplay him. I respect Bruno for not, bringing him off after 60, 65
Mm,
minutes. That's
yeah,
how we should be using him, especially in the build up to the Real Madrid game where he may need to run around hard. But not he may, he certainly will need to. but you know, I can't speak highly enough of him, and I
Yeah,
just look forward to him signing that new contract.
yeah. I think it
9.5.
will happen. Yeah, I
Yeah.
completely agree with all of you. God, I can't describe. He's going to be one of our not just legend. He will come an icon for us, like John Terry did, and the rest of them. Unbelievable player. Let's hope he will sign in the end. They have to give it to him because whoever comes in, they don't want to lose Kanté. Yeah, unbelievable. The more I see of him, the more I'm impressed. He just, doesn't stop this guy. Oh God, what a player we should be blessed. We are blessed to have him. Yeah. Yeah. Dex.
Yeah, I'm gonna say Jota. I mean, he did try to do some bits, but again, I think there's just a confidence issue with him. I think he just needs to find a goal or something to get his confidence up. But I'll probably give him a
How come you
6.
never put Nunes central in the centre forward? How come you didn't play him there?
Do you know what deals? I have no idea. I
I
haven't
feel
got a
that
clue.
if you put him the centre of the forward, I feel like he would have tried to get a goal.
I think it's because Firmino was playing and he was playing there, so that might possibly have been why. But
Yeah,
I don't really know, mate. I
I
can't
was
really tell you.
confused of him. Yeah, I
Maybe
was
they thought
confused with the lineup.
that Nunes was gonna get out tactic by our defenders still, maybe because he was having a hard time against Wesley Fofana on that wing side still.
Yeah,
But,
that's true.
But yeah, I'm going to give Jota a 6, Nick.
Sorry, 6. Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
6.
Yeah, that's going really high, considering your last marks. Yeah. So
That's
far,
Yeah.
okay. He's okay.
so far
Currently.
he's your man of the match. So far. All right. We're nearly there, boys. Deals. Let's go to Felix.
I'm gonna give Felix. He got into certain areas yesterday, yeah, on the ball, yeah. He's too greedy on the ball. Every time I watch Felix,
Yes,
yeah, he's just too
he likes
greedy.
to dribble. I know.
Yeah, he likes to
That's
dribble a
true.
lot. You can
Yeah.
have all the tricks and there, but another thing as well. If we're gonna bring in a Felix into the summer, yeah, we're gonna need a number 9 that can actually play well opposite him because he actually thrives off playing off a number 9, and
Yes.
it's clear to see. Yesterday he was missing certain chances. Now, if we bring a proper number 9 into the mix, he will
Yeah.
actually thrive. And
For
them
sure.
chances that he had yesterday was clear to see, like all the other games that he's played in. So I'm gonna give him 8
Yeah.
yesterday.
Yeah. I think it's fair. Fair 8. That's what I gave him as well. Yeah. Certify.
Joao Felix. Um, um, I like him. Okay, maybe an 8. Yeah, 8.
Yeah, it's fair. Yep. Bobby.
I'm going to give João Felix 7.5, and let me explain.
That's
Because
what I was. That's what I was thinking.
I feel a bit
Mhm.
sorry for João Felix, and the reason being is that I think some of the criticism of him is harsh. I think there are probably more experienced players, better players, bigger players that require a full season to get used to the team, the new league, and everything. He has a short window to prove himself, and he hasn't done badly. It's just his finishing could be better.
Yeah.
He's a link-up man. Somebody said that that striker would do well playing off Felix. That's Felix, and I don't think he's a waste of time for Chelsea.
No.
I think he can be in the club with Nkunku, and at times even both of them playing together up front will be phenomenal. He is a good player. He's young. He's 23 years old. It's another
Yep.
thing people don't. A lot of players are still developing at that age. This guy is a player that sometimes even needs a good coach to still teach him. I don't want him to fall just because he's gone through some difficult coaches. He hasn't learnt much from
Potter.
Simone.
Oh, okay,
Certainly
yeah.
hasn't learned anything from Potter.
Oh,
And I really hope if he
yeah,
stays at Chelsea,
yeah,
that the new coach will be somebody that can really enhance these sort of players and bring out the best in them, because they're just
Sorry.
going off their own God-given talent.
Mm,
So I gave him 7.5 because of the opportunities he could have done,
yeah,
or he could have utilized. But I think he gets too much criticism. And he's a very good player, and in the hands of the right manager, boy, he'll become world class, a world beater.
yeah. That's why I gave him 7.5. For me, every game I see Felix, he tries his best. He gives 100%. Yes, the only thing missing is scoring. Sometimes he wants to dribble too much, but he has skill. This guy, he's got to be something like Bobby said. We have to do everything possible to keep him. Unbelievable player. He's only 23, like you said, and I'm sure with the right manager, he's going to get better. Yeah, I hope he stays. I think he wants to stay. He loves Chelsea. So, uh, yeah, great. Felix, yeah, I know some people, say a lot, but I don't believe anything. Because he keeps the ball, he dribbles it, but he gets into great positions. He knows what to do. And like we said, with a proper number 9 next to him, he's got to be lethal. Yeah, yeah. I had to say that about Felix, because he is a great player. Let's go to, sorry, Dex.
Darwin, he should try to do some bits. He made some good runs, but just wasn't getting any service, and the ball wasn't coming to him. So I'm gonna give him a 6.
Yeah. Okay, we go to the last player for Deals, Carl Havertz.
Kai Havertz, I think we spoke about Kai Havertz a lot today.
Yeah, we have,
But
but
my thoughts on Kai Havertz, he
yeah,
got into a lot of areas yesterday, and the lot of areas that he got into, he's not making the chances. Maybe do you not think that he doesn't suit the league? Because I look at Kai Havertz, he don't suit the Premier League. He's not a Premier League
I
type
don't
of player.
know, because look, if you,
Deals. I agree. I agree with you.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
Like
Anyway, yeah,
every time that he gets in certain areas, you're thinking
he's
that
a bit weak
he
still. I thought he was
not
getting
no, but
stronger,
he's
but
been here for at least
yeah,
3 years now, yeah.
yeah, I
And
know.
the amount of money that we paid for him,
He
we thought
hasn't. Yeah,
he's gonna be the next big thing. He
we
hasn't
thought,
shown
yeah,
that.
we thought so.
Even
Yeah,
though he scored against the Champions League goal, like
mm.
let's be real, we can't be keep on
You
relying on
can't
that
keep saying that
situation.
one goal.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you know what
doesn't
I'm
make
saying?
sense. Yeah,
We want to see consistency with Kai Havertz,
that's right.
but
Yeah,
again, but how can he be judged in a lot of seasons this season with Graham Potter? No, I'm not going to judge him. But again,
mm.
with Tuchel, he was playing poor under Tuchel. So like, there's not that obviously there's stuff on Havertz as well. You get me? So at the end of the day, I think he had a awful game yesterday. But
Yes,
other games he's been good here and there. You know, the Leicester game.
yeah,
He's been good in certain games under this season. Let's not lie about that. But yesterday I feel that he had a
yeah.
7 performance. Seven. I'm gonna give him 7.
7. That's very
That's
good
fair enough.
for. That's very, yeah, very generous. Uh, Certify.
For me, he gets a 1. I mean,
Yeah,
he didn't really do anything. I really gave him 1 because of the positions was in.
yeah.
But then, apart from the finishing, it's not really the reason I rated him a 1. It's not really
It
only because of the
looks
finishing.
real tight
The
to
thing
me.
is,
Yeah,
the finishing is a small part of it. The big part of it is that he had nothing to offer on the ball. Even
yeah,
like when he got the ball, he kept losing it. all the time. In the stadium, we just knew whenever the ball came to Havertz, oh, see, he's lost
He's
the
going to
ball.
get knocked off or
That's the
lose it.
thing.
Yeah, I
He did
understand.
nothing.
Yeah, but still, I wouldn't give him one. I think he deserves a couple of marks more than one.
No, Nick.
For
He
you,
was bad.
I
I'm
know he
sorry.
was bad, but
He
anyway,
was bad.
what
That's
did
the
I
thing.
give?
We need to stop
Yeah, I
being
gave
emotional.
Havertz. I gave him 6 myself, just to let you know. But yeah, I understand what you're saying. I don't know. I think he's too. He's been
Nick, that
used
is
too much.
too generous. Too generous.
Yeah, but that's what I gave him. But I know he missed so many chances.
Yeah,
Uh,
it's the feelings. That's the thing. That's the
and
problem.
and why? I think it's down to the management as well. Potter kept playing him. This guy plays him. He needs a rest. He has to be on the bench for Wolves. I hope, and let someone else have a chance. We should have seen Aubameyang yesterday or Detro Fofana, but we didn't again. Uh, it has to change. Let's see what Frank will do. Yeah, Bobby.
Yeah. Now, this is where I guess age comes in, and I'm a father. I've watched kids grow,
Mm,
and I know that sometimes what you start with is not what they grow to be, because they need nurturing, they need time, they need patience, they need tolerance, and sometimes they need sternness. It's a
mm,
and an investment. It's a constant cocktail of so many different things. Kai Havertz came to Chelsea to develop into that great player his potential shows he has. To some extent, we've let him down. And we have all these fans attacking this guy. How old is Kai? 22. He came to
yeah,
Chelsea at 20 or so.
nearly
He
23, I think. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, okay, maybe 23, about the same age as all the
All the
Enzos and
others.
so on. Now, he has not had the nurturing that a player in his developmental stage requires. That's why when he spoke about Tuchel, he was very elaborate. He said, gosh, Tuchel will call you aside. He'll tell you, no, kick the ball this way instead of this way to get better
Mm.
results. He really coached you. And
Mm.
this just shows that's what he needs. Kai has endeavor, he has spirit, he has the heart. People say he gives the ball away a lot. I think to counter that, I didn't really see that, but I won't argue. But I think to counter that, he is always part of the link up attack. He's always part of the attacks. And yes, his finishing could be better. But under who has he been developed to finish? Tuchel, well, he wasn't really here long enough.
Mm.
Lampard didn't help him. Graham Potter certainly hasn't helped him. So I think it's harsh. We have all this, oh, get rid of this person, get rid of this person. Well, for who? Who's going to come in? Oh, use this person, use this person. A lot of these people that are being mentioned are yet to be seen, even if even if they're at the club already. So I think it's harsh. I think Havertz really needs time. He needs development. This is partly why the next manager is
Bobby. He's had time
crucial.
now. He's had time now.
Yeah, but he has not had the development to match that time. And this is why the
He was
next
under
manager
elite
is
manager of
crucial. Well, let
Tuchel.
me finish. Let me finish and I'll shut up and you can land. Next manager is crucial because these youngsters, there gets to an age where you can't develop them, and they start to stagnate. And I've seen that happen to a lot of players. So I don't think the judgment on Kai Havertz is justified, and we have to take some responsibility as a club. with all the failings that have taken place, perhaps not even as a fault of the club itself, because of all the changes that have come through, and and show that his growth has been hampered. I'll give him 7.5.
Yeah, I understand what you're saying. I like Havertz, I really do. The link-up plays great with, you see with Felix, even with Mudryk. They do play great link-up. It's just he can't finish at the moment. He's low on confidence. I think he needs a rest to get refreshed. Like you said, he's young and he needs time off. He's been playing every single game for I don't know how long now. So I think he needs a rest myself. He'll be back.
I think he needs to. I think he needs to have at least like 3-4 games out. I don't
Yeah,
think
he
he's
needs
ready.
to rest. That's what I'm saying, Dios. He needs to rest. I like Havertz a lot. I like the way he talks when he comes out and talks. He doesn't lie about himself or anything like that. But he's young as well. So yeah, I wouldn't blame Havertz too much. What did I give him? I gave him a 6.5, I think. Yeah, because the chances.
Do you think?
Sure,
Do you think
God.
if we have a number 9, yeah, and he's
Next
playing
to
in the
him.
side, he's playing in the side, but we have a number 9.
Yeah, because he'd
No,
be
no.
different.
Hear my point.
Yeah,
Hear my point. Hear my point.
yeah,
If we got a number 9 opposite him, yeah,
yeah.
and we're banging in goals, I don't think people would realize the situation that we've been in.
Oh yeah, for sure, Deals. If we had a proper number 9, God, he will only do good for Havertz. He will get confidence from the
One
other
hundred
player.
percent, they will. 100%
He will,
they will. 'Cause
confidence
he
is a
will
big
know that.
thing.
He will know that there's a number 9 that's banging goals. They're
Yeah, so he
confident in
won't
his
have that
league.
responsibility on his shoulders.
Yes,
Now,
100%.
everyone, they see him like a number 9. He's not a number 9. Everyone expects him to score in every game. That's why his confidence is down, because he's got too much responsibility given to him, put on his shoulders, more or less. That's why.
Which coach has helped him really?
No one.
None.
Who's who?
No.
Yeah.
And why did he come to Chelsea? To develop, just like all the other youngsters.
Yes.
In a
He said
way,
it. How many
that's
times,
what.
Bobby? He said, "I'm not a goal scorer. I'm
He
not an
come here
out."
at
That
age
in a
20, yeah.
way, well,
Yeah.
even if he's not a goal scorer, and even if we want him to be a goal scorer, we need to coach him to be a goal scorer.
Exactly.
In
Yeah.
a
He
way,
needs the right man.
this is
Bobby,
what.
I guarantee with the right manager, top
Oh,
elite manager,
with the
he's going
right
to be
manager,
different.
he will
Yeah.
be a monster. And this is what's happening to Mount. Nobody's helped him.
Another one. Yeah.
Lampard, no, they just use him because he can play here, he can play
Tuchel
there,
helped him.
and he's enthusiastic.
Where are we going here?
Mhm.
Where are we going here with this one, Bobby? Bobby.
What do you mean, where are we going here?
Tuchel helped Mason Mount. You know he did.
Tuchel
Yeah.
used Mason Mount. He
Yeah, but
didn't
he
help
was. Don't
him.
forget,
No,
He
Dios,
used
you've
him.
got. Yeah, he used him,
He
and he
he
was.
played him
Why?
everywhere.
Yeah, wrong
Yeah, but
positions.
Tuchel got the best out of him.
That's why we said
100%.
Tuchel
Well,
made mistakes in the
there's a
end.
difference between
Yeah,
getting the best out of a player and
yeah,
using a player.
Yeah, but
Mount was used.
he actually developed Rudiger, because let's be real, yeah. When
it's
Rudiger
different. Yeah,
when Rudiger was coached by other managers, right? Tuchel developed a lot of players at
I
our
beg
club.
to differ. Rudiger was a mature player. He
mm,
wasn't developed. He was given back his confidence, and
yes, yeah,
part of Rudiger's problems initially was that, remember, Rudiger was coming back from 2 pretty nasty injuries, so
yeah,
he wasn't really fit. Neither was he very match fit. And as he was struggling with his injury problems, he was clashing with Lampard. When
yes,
Tuchel
yeah.
came
So why
in,
do you think
he put
Tuchel got the best out of these players then?
because he put his arm round him, told him he trusts him, he
He
gave
told him
him
how good he
confidence.
is.
Yeah, he
Tuchel
gave him
trusted him, like
confidence that
Bobby said,
So you
Yeah,
think it was a
Rudiger,
mentality
it's
thing? You think it was a
yeah,
Rudiger
mentality thing?
yes.
is a totally different case from a
For
young,
you
up and
can't
coming, developing
different with
player.
Carl Havertz, man. Yeah, you can't. It's different story,
Yeah,
completely.
and
Um,
Mount. I
and
think
Mason
Mount was
Mount's the
let down.
same.
You know,
Mason Mount,
you
with
coach players. You know
and
you
don't
coach
forget,
them.
yeah, Bobby, and we mustn't forget, he Mason Mount was played, all different positions with
Yeah,
Tuchel. He lost form. Remember, we were saying Mendy, Mount, and Havertz. Why they keep playing, all
Yep,
three of them, because
yep.
they were used, played every single game. I'm not Mendy. I'm not forgiving Mendy.
Do you think that's because Tuchel's a stubborn guy? He is a stubborn
He
manager.
is stubborn, yeah.
But
But
if you look at
he
Klopp, if
he
you look
done
at
great
Klopp and
for us.
Guardiola, no, hear me
Yeah,
out, hear me out.
yeah.
Because Tuchel
Yeah.
had a certain system,
Mm,
right? And then players suited his system. That's why he stuck to the situation. The reason why he kept on playing them, right? If you look at Pep Guardiola, he's got a certain way, yeah, and he's
mm,
stubborn, right? So is Klopp. They're all stubborn, right? So when a player actually develops properly, right, you're meant to go that next level, right?
yeah,
You're meant
yeah,
to go that next level. And Kai Havertz, he has never gone that next level. Why? Because I don't know what it is based on. Maybe he's not suited to this league. Like I said,
yeah.
Bobby.
We don't know. Yeah, I don't know really, but I think he needs a top manager. He's going to get the chance. He needs to be rested for me. Because he is a great player. Don't forget, we mustn't forget the great things he can do.
No,
Uh,
100%.
yeah,
He is a good player at certain times,
yeah.
but I feel
And I
that.
don't want him leaving Chelsea and going somewhere else and becoming great like he could be.
But I feel like
Let's see
his
what
natural
happens.
position. We want to see him play in his natural position. I
Yeah,
know what you're saying,
exactly.
Bobby. He's
And
not a striker.
Havertz,
He's
he
never been a
loves
striker.
playing. Yeah, he doesn't want to be the false nine or anything like that. He wants to be like a number 10 position. That's what suits him. He even said it.
But
But
don't you think we got too many number 10s,
we have.
Bobby?
But the right manager will get
uh,
the right. Yeah, go on, Bobby.
yeah. You know, modern football's changed a lot.
Mm,
And, you know, there was a time where a lot of these players, when they were young, you know, the number 10 was it, wasn't it? So everybody was kind of coached to be a number 10. Then tactics changed and the number 10 was less useful. But the good thing about that is that we now have these number 10s per se who can play almost anywhere in the top end of the midfield and
yeah.
are now being used more as number 8s. So do we have too many of those? You can never have too many of a good player. A good
Mm,
player you can always adapt. Look at Ruben. You know, Ruben, okay, he's had his injuries, he's not what he was, but
Yeah.
because he was what he was, he's able to play anywhere. Another example was Mikel. Mikel was an excellent number 10, and because when he was very young in underage competitions, but because he was that good, when Mourinho called him in the office and said, "Look, we've got too many players up here. If you want to play regularly, you better adapt and learn
mm.
how to play in the DM role because you're going to take over from Makaleli if you
But
do."
Bobby, we also had warriors in the team as well. Because I remember Mikel done an interview, and he said he's looking
Yeah, I
around
mean,
the room,
we
and he
have
said that he was
warriors in
looking.
the team,
He said we
but
have warriors. Yeah.
he had to learn that position. It wasn't his natural position at first, but because he was so gifted, he was able to do that. So the answer to your question is yes, we have on paper too many number 10s, but with a very good manager stroke coach, you can use these players anywhere. I'm an advocate of turning Gallagher into a 6. Many people don't accept what I say.
No, I
It's
don't
what
think
I
he's a
truly
6. There's no
believe.
chance. There's no
I
chance.
think there's a don't say that. You're limiting. It's
No,
like
the
these
reason why
people.
I'm saying
I
that,
remember. I
the
remember
reason why I'm
once.
saying that, Bobby,
No, you
because
can
if you look
kill
at
someone with
Bobby,
those sort of
Bobby, the reason
words.
why I'm saying this, yeah, is because if you look at the best out of Gallagher's career, his best moment in his career was under Palace, right? When he's scoring them goals under
How old is
Vieira.
Gallagher? How old is Gallagher? Just
He's
answer that.
23, 23,
Okay, he hasn't had
23.
a best moment. He
No,
hasn't
Yes, he
had a
has.
best moment. It's
no,
Yes,
foolish.
he
no.
has.
He has his.
If he
I tell
was
you that. I tell
29,
you that
30,
he had a little good spell at Crystal Palace, right?
At
On loan.
Palace, yes, he was great because
Yes,
the players, he was playing with were different.
yes, but
Here,
that's because
it's hard for him at Chelsea because he's around great players. He can't play
yes,
every game. He gets minutes here and there. But I like Conor Gallagher.
he's not in the starting
Yeah,
lineup for a reason because there's
yeah,
better players
because
around him.
yeah, but we
100%.
these managers, we you
Well,
know, we,
well, well, why can't we send him out on another loan?
let's see.
You know?
Maybe the we're gonna see what happens with under Frank for these last
Yeah, yeah,
nine
100%. We're
games.
gonna see what happens with Frank, but yeah,
Under these 9 games deals, and when the new manager comes, he will assess every single player
I can see
who
where
are
you're going
here.
with that one, Bobby. I can see where you're going with that
Yeah,
one, changing him to 6, but it's not. It's not
yeah.
gonna work.
Anyway,
It's not gonna
chaps,
work.
deal. Sorry, we have to go. We've been only out over 3 hours. I know you two came and well,
Thanks
deals.
for
You've
letting me
been
come
here.
on, Nick. Thanks for letting
Yeah,
me
yeah.
come on, Nick.
Always, God. You're welcome here. I don't have to tell you. I'll send you all the links.
All the time, man. All
Always,
the time,
even
man.
if you come, you don't come, I'll still send you the link.
Bobby, stay well, bro. Stay well, bro. And we'll catch up
Anyway,
soon, yeah?
so
yeah, yeah,
anything else? Your final thoughts, Bobby, about what's happened today and new
well,
deals after? Oh, deals
well,
is
we are
gone.
where we are, aren't we?
Are
We
you happy with Frank Lampard coming for now?
I can't say I'm happy.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
think I can't because it was a
What
mistake,
happened
and the
before?
problem with fixing a mistake, any mistake carries consequences,
Yeah.
and these are the consequences. So it's left to be seen. If he
Mm.
comes and he really makes a difference, then
That'd be
fantastic.
great. Yeah.
But
But I don't expect too much, really, because the
exactly.
season is hard. So the board have done this to, what they've done? They've done this to get the fans together. The atmosphere will be a lot better with Frank standing there. I can imagine it. And I think they've done it because they can't lose. They know the season's done. If we go far in the Champions League any further, it's a bonus. So they can't lose. They're
And
very
Frank will be
clever, really.
motivated by the Champions League because if by
Yes,
some
exactly.
miracle he wins it,
I
he
won't be
moves into Chelsea
surprised. Yeah,
immortality.
yeah,
You know what I'm
exactly. I
saying?
hope if Di Matteo can do it, why not Frank? God, let's see. It's unbelievable. This club would never stop amazing us. We know we've been here so long. We can take everything because we've had everything. Everything. I can't think of anything we haven't had, from extinction to everything. God,
Too much drama.
yeah, but that's
I,
why
I
we
I
love
want a
the club.
season where everything's calm and we're just
Yeah,
doing
maybe
well without drama.
it will happen one day. Don't worry, I'm sure. When we finally retain that league title, I think that's when we all become. Um, let's hope it's next year for some miracle. Let's see who we get first. I don't want to go into it, but 7 years is a long time now, considering what Roman built. You know what I mean? Yeah, yeah. So I think that's it. We said everything, Bobby. Thanks for coming on. And thanks to Dio, Certify, Dex, Alicia, anyone else I didn't mention, and thanks to everyone in the chat, and to everyone who's been watching us. So we'll be back on Friday same time for the Wolves game. it will be Frank Lampard's first game after what happened before. It'd be interesting. Uh, yeah, it's funny, but it's good in a way. I think it's good. I'd rather have Frank there than any Graham Potter man, for sure. Yeah. So yeah, with that, with that, thanks people. Like I said, I hope you'll come and tune in on Friday for the Wolves game and all the other news that we're going to have. Yeah. So yeah. So with that, I wish you all good night and God bless you all. Thanks.
Good night, Nick.
Yeah, bye, Bobby. Thanks for coming. Yeah.